everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm not going to lie, I was dead asleep about 30 minutes ago. Oh, man, if I had a rough day today. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Man, I got a lot done, though. I did get a lot done today. Let's see, my day started off with fixing my daughter's bunk bed that she jumped on and she broke the top part, so I had to take the entire thing apart, drill some new holes in there, reinforce the thing, re-put it back on board by board, and re-put the whole thing back together. Had to help my kids put their clothes away, clean up their room, do all that standard real-life stuff. And on top of that, I thought, well, you know what? If I'm doing that, I might as well go do the lawn. I got about halfway, and I nearly passed out, man. I was nearly out of it. I was feeling like I was going to fall down and whatnot. So I came back upstairs. I was like, you know what? I'm going to lay down for a few minutes. I just left the mower and everything out there in the lawn. In my backyard, though, not in my front yard. I don't trust nobody. And then one of my daughters, the sweetest, kindest thing, came up and said, Daddy, want me to help you with the lawn? And I said, well, you know, if you want to help me, you have to, you know, make sure to wear proper shoes and all that. And she goes, I'm already ready. The sweetest thing. It was the kind of kindest gesture ever today. I was absolutely exhausted. It was just so crazy hot too. And I thought, well, I'm going to get this lawn done. But I was about out of it there. And then she's like, here, I'll help you. And I said, okay, we'll trade off. So she did a few, and then I did a bit. She did about half. I ended up doing about half. And then we did the front and the side too. So that was super sweet of her. That's one of my awesome twins who are 10. You know, I always, when you're dealing with your kids, I always like to empower them with as much knowledge as possible, like about cars or how to mow the lawn or how to do stuff. So they have all that knowledge to understand how that stuff works. Of course, being safe and watching out you don't hurt yourself, because those are very dangerous things. And I always am supervising whenever I'm showing them stuff like using the lawnmower and whatnot. Now, I don't use stuff that uses gas. I don't use stuff that uses spark plugs or any of that stuff. All my stuff is electric. I don't like to use gas. That's my little way of being environmentally conscious, is to no longer use gas products other than my car, which I would have an electric car if I could afford it. But I don't drive that much anyway. I barely go anywhere. I used to drive all over the place. I mean, I have at least 1,000,000 miles. One of my car actually flipped over 999 and over to 1,000,000. Because I used to drive so much all over the place. And I can tell you, I've probably driven maybe 5,000 miles in the entire, like, 5-10 years I've been here. Yeah, that tells you that I don't go very far very often. Also, I have sleep apnea and vertigo, so I usually can't drive more than an hour in any one direction. So I'm kind of limited to how far I can go anyway. But if I'm going with somebody else, they can drive an hour. I can drive an hour and switch back and forth. That would work. That would work. So that was a bit my day, everybody. So I was exhausted after, of course, taking my kids out to get some ice cream after being awesome, because all my kids did their stuff and they got their reports done and all sorts of great stuff they did this weekend. They were really awesome. Sometimes kids are amazing. Sometimes they're amazing. They're doing their stuff. They're listening. They're not being disrespectful. They're not causing drama. And they're fantastic to be around, as long as they're your own kids. I find, and then it can just descend into madness at any moment. But they were pretty amazing today. So had a good day. It was a rough day, but I had a good day. And then I rested, and then Lily woke up about 30 minutes ago. So that's why I was running just a little bit behind. But such is the way it goes. Such is the way it goes. And welcome everybody to the stream. I'm ready to play some games. I don't know about you. That's how I relax, by the way. This is what I do for fun, and it just so happens to be what I do for a living as well. Well, at least what I do to help my mods get to TwitchCon anyway. It inspires me every day to get out of the bed, do something I love to do. Always kind of be working toward that thing that you love to do. It really does keep you motivated in life, I find. Who do we got helping us out tonight? We have got Josie and Chewy, the big guns, coming in with the amazing Game Killer, backing me up later on. Appreciate that. All those peeps are pretty awesome. Now, tonight we're going to be playing some Fallout 4. This is kind of half and half day. So we're going to be playing Fallout 4 for a few hours. And then, of course, we're going to play some 7 Days to Die for a few hours as well. I'm going to work on our mega compound that we have going. I've been building a pyramid to blow up later. That's right. We're going to blow up a whole bunch of cool stuff before Alpha 17. Now, I did get the word that Alpha 17 will actually be later in August or early September. So they kind of pushed it back. They're reworking some stuff. But that's okay. Take your time. Make it awesome. Doesn't bother me at all. Doesn't bother me at all. I appreciate all you guys voting last night as well on No Man's Sky. I did look at it after the stream. I don't know. I totally zoned on looking at it. Like, I always forget the bit boss. I don't know. I don't know. It's just part of my condition that I'm a little scatterbrained, I guess. And it's very difficult because I used to, not seeing me in my prime. In my prime, I could remember a lot of stuff, and I was actually pretty good at what I did. But I don't know. As you get a bit older, you get a few medical conditions under your belt, and then you're all over the place. You're a mess. At least I'm a mess. And I'd like to say thanks to everybody in the chat. We got Raz hanging out in the chat. Inruch says 5 a.m. for the EU viewer. Well, I appreciate you being up at 5 a.m. and enjoying the stream. Thanks for being here to all my EU peeps. Amethyst Laney coming in saying, hey there, kids. Hello, Amethyst. Great to see you as always. Gonna have some fun at 7 Days to Die tonight. Is it Fallout? Yes, Fallout, then 7 Days to Die. Dodge Lords, if you ever want to know my schedule, what I'm going to be streaming that day, it is down below the stream. Right down there, there's a schedule, tells you every single day what I'm going to be doing, whether it's sponsored, not sponsored, all that kind of cool stuff right down there. And of course, I usually update it either Monday, sometimes Tuesday, depending on whether if I know what I'm going to be doing for that week. Sometimes I don't know, and I will actually add stuff like midweek. So this week's going to probably be one of those weeks where I add stuff midweek because on Monday, tomorrow, I have to actually turn my internet off. Then they're going to come over and they're going to work their magic on Tuesday and try to get me from 1,000 down, which is fantastic, by the way, and 200 up, which actually goes... Now, it used to take me about 4 to 6 hours to upload a 20 to 30 gig video. It takes me 13 minutes now. That is a huge time savings. I mean, it takes longer for YouTube to process the video for me to upload the video. It's pretty incredible. It's absolutely amazing. Every time I watch it, I go, wow, that is such a huge time saver. And it costs me just the same. It costs me the same as my other internet cost me, which is ridiculous, right? Which you think it's like, oh my God, that's like, 4, 5, 10, 20 times faster. And it costs exactly the same. And that's what I love about technology is it makes it better at the same price. That's when I always enjoy it. Kismet, did your kids tell you to stream? No, they didn't tell me to stream. I have an alarm that goes off to do it. Let's crush it. Absolutely, we're going to crush it tonight. We're going to destroy it. Bossman says, hello, Kismet. 7-bit coming in with a love train. Now, look at that 7-bit. You must be a tier 2 because I see you got both the emotes. Look at you go. Look at you go being a boss man. Speaking of boss man's in the chat. And I see Chew and Josie in there too. Dave's Gaming coming in. You look like Ted Cruz. I get that from time to time. Actually, I get the one that I get most common is that I look like Tony Hawk. And I'm like, well, thanks for comparing me to the great skaters of all time. See, sometimes you don't know if people are coming in and they're saying that as an insult or if they're trying to say that like, hey, you just look like this guy in a kind way, in a nice way. But either way, it doesn't matter to me because I don't care what anybody thinks. That's what's great about being me. Let's see. Let's keep going. How's the TwitchCon raising going? It's going pretty good, 7-bit. I'm getting really nervous, though. We got 74 days left. We've got 68%. Well, it's pretty good. Pretty good. But, man, we got to unlock the rest of that. I'm getting real nervous that we're not going to unlock it in time. I'm not going to be able to afford this baby because it's literally going to take every last cent that I have to pull all this stuff that I have going. Of course, I'm trying to put it on an epic level, trying to take it to another level now that I'm a partner. This week, by the way, I think it's this week. Let me look. This week, we're going to have my 1-year anniversary. Yeah, it's on Wednesday. 1-year anniversary of being partnered. So we'll have some fun there. We'll be probably mega streaming. That'll be on Wednesday, the 15th, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be having some fun. So be around for that. You never know. Might give away some cool stuff on my anniversary. See, like on my birthday, I love giving away to you guys stuff on my birthday. I don't know. That's just the way I am. That's just the way I am. So make sure to be hosting the channel to get those Kiz caps. Make sure to be retweeting the channel. Right down in there, there's going to be a retweet button that my mod's going to throw in there. Click on that. Go to Twitter. Retweet. You're like, Kismet, I don't have a Twitter. Well, heck, create a Twitter. It's free. Then go over there and retweet. That's also free. Then you get some Kiz caps. You're like, cool. What do I do with that? Well, when I'm giving away free games and I'm giving away real-life loot and all sorts of epic stuff here in the stream, you take those Kiz caps, you put them toward those tickets to be part of those giveaways, and you win some epic loot. It's easy as that. Now, don't complain to me if you don't have enough Kiz caps by then because you're not hosting and you're not retweeting. I try to warn you. I try to warn you way ahead of time. Django in the chat as well. Welcome, welcome. You do kind of look like Tony Hawk. Not an insult at all. Well, I never take it as an insult. I always turn it into something positive. because trolling my channel is the worst, because I'm at the age where I don't care what anybody thinks. I like who I am. I'm a decent guy. I try to help out people. And that's what I try to do, right? And I only judge people. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what your background is. I don't care if you're tall, skinny, fat, whatever you are. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's all about how you treat people. You treat people awesome, I'm down. If you treat people poorly, get the heck out. That's all I say. That's how I judge people if they get up in my face. Hey, dude, thoughts on special for 76? Well, we're going to be talking a bit. I forgot to put that in the title again. We're going to talk a bit more about Fallout 76. We didn't finish talking about it yesterday, and we're going to talk a bit more. We talked a bit about the card system, which is pretty awesome. We'll talk about that. We'll talk a bit more about the PvP system and that kind of stuff as well on stream. But what I think we should do right now, I think we should jump into it and play some games. Let's go ahead and see where we're at with our mega build right now. All right, let me turn off this stealth boy. We're ready to go. All right, now where we left off last time is we were mega building here at, you can see at the drive-in. We're up here. We can see some peeps over here. Stand and guard. We were building some hanging Kismet kill boxes. Pretty epic. It looks pretty fantastic. We're also going to build a fighting pit down there for death claws and all sorts of epic stuff down below there. We've got a bit of a walkway here. We kind of go inside here. Look at this. We've got about 50 beds or so in here. And of course, we can also get a strength boost by using this. We got ourselves kind of an open air toilet because, hey, this is the Minutemen right here. We can also use the pummel horse. Look at these skills, bro. Look at these Kismet skills. I got the skills, brother. Now, these are kind of some fun things that you can use. Look at that dismount. Look at that dismount for the win. You can see I've come in here and I've built an area for them to live. They can also work out and do all that stuff. Get a boost, come over here, get themselves some Nuka-Cola and whatnot over here. Now, we also have some vault-tec stuff that we can use. You can see we've got a big greenhouse going right here with tons of mute fruit people in there making that money. We got this guard person here who apparently likes talking to the wall. I don't know. That's everybody else's problem.
Yes.
I didn't need nothing. Don't talk smack or I'll have to kill you. Now, right outside the window here, you can see where we're at. We're right here at the drive-in. Now, of course, lots of action happens right over there. Check it out, the hanging Kismet kill box. Really like it. And, of course, we've got a sentry area here, or entry area, where people come up here. And, of course, if they're bad guys, they're really dumb because they come up and they're like, oh, and I'm going to put somebody right there in that desk. So they'll come up and they'll say, aha, I got the drop on you. But they're like, ah, turrets, bam, dead. Just like that. Just like that. And sometimes I love to mega build. At certain locations, I build smaller. Some locations, I build bigger. This is my first modded playthrough. I have over 2,400 hours right here live on stream on Twitch. Playing some Fallout 4. Of course, I played all the Fallouts all the way back. I love the Fallout series. One of my favorite series of all time. I do love a lot of RTS games, RPG games. I love the story element.
This ain't.
And I love the building element of Fallout 4. Very, very fun. Look at this beautiful day in the wasteland. We're retaking the wasteland, everybody. We're retaking it. Now, she's going out here to her position. Those little kind of cement bunkers there are part of the vault-tec kit. And you can get a little peek here of our vault. Looking pretty awesome. Looking pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and get some stuff done here today. We got a few hours to get it going. Now, of course, you guys have the power. You have the power to help out my mods get to TwitchCon, as well as you can extend the stream. If you extend the stream while I'm playing Fallout 4, I will extend Fallout 4. If you extend the stream while I'm playing 7 Days to Die, I will extend my time in 7 Days to Die. You guys have the ultimate power. Now, of course, you have that benefit. That's benefit number 1. Now, benefit number 2 to donating to the stream, of course, is to get that TwitchCon loot. That's right. We're going to go to TwitchCon on your behalf. We're going to take 5 of my mods. That's what I'm raising funds for airfare and for tickets and, of course, for hotel fare. And then we'll go there. We will gather some loot, and we will send it to you, depending on your donation level. All that information is down below the stream, as well as I will send you Kismet loot. So that's, you got the TwitchCon loot, you get the extended stream, and of course you get the Kismet loot, and of course you're also helping my mod, so it's like a quadruple win. Quadruple win right there, a big time. So please consider donating the stream because this is a sellout stream for my mods. And again, I will extend the stream right here. That's how much time we got left in the stream. And you guys saw that last time we went ahead and we created kind of some doorways here. We're going to create a kind of a switch system so that we can control how these doors open. So let's go ahead and start with that. Now, I've been showing some of my best tips, Kismet tips, as I like to call them here on the stream, on how to do building, and how to do building at a whole nother level, how to make stuff work together, because the building in Fallout 4 can be very, very frustrating, especially the vault building, because some of the rooms do not snap together, some of the rooms do not snap with other kits, and it's just like very frustrating to get it to do exactly what you want. So I've been talking a lot about walking pieces and how to work on stuff, how to offset, how to run power up to the vault and then run it through the floor and walls and all of that stuff, not even using the vault-tec power, using any power that you want. You could even use one of these. And I only learned that a few streams ago. That's right. Even though I have 2,400 hours, I always think there's more to learn. So not only do I show you guys what I've learned, but we try to learn new stuff, and we try experiments out here in the stream to learn new stuff. Drunk coming in as well. I got to replay all my alerts as well. Let's get them going on here. Wow, we got some follows too while I was offline. Let's see. Reclining Gamer Specimen. We got Arcane Kane. We got D Holt coming in. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons while it was offline. Thank you so much. And then, of course, we got Raz coming in with the host. We got Josie. We got Lord Winter. We got Game Killer. Daz Rider getting those Kiz Caps. Young Toph as well. And, of course, Boss Man 53 coming in with all that massive host love right over here. And thank you for that. Appreciate that big time. Now, let's go ahead and work a bit on our switches and whatnot. Now, one of the things I like to use, I think is pretty fantastic. And you can see right over here. Let me show you how you can tell by using my epic red arrow signature thing of my stream. Look at that. I can balance it on my finger. Look at them skills. Look at them skills, bro. I also balance it on my noggin. I got the skills. What can I say? Now, right over here, we've got this little wrench. That means is part of the Wasteland Workshop or Contraptions DLC. I forget one of those two. And you can see that it tells you what stuff is from, right? So if you scroll around in here, you can see this is the base stuff, right? And then when you hit something that belongs to something else, it will show you a little icon like right here. You can see that it's got a little icon right there. That is the vault-tec DLC, and so on. This is all vault-tec there. But this one right here is pretty fantastic. These two objects right here, there is one that is a target, pulse, right, which pulses just a little bit of power and then stops. Great for fireworks, like you shoot it, boom, pulses, shoots off one firework instead of 50, and then you can clear the weather or do whatever you want to do with that pulse. But the one we want is more of an on-off switch, which is a toggle, and we're going to take it and we're going to try to put it up here, but it's going to be kind of hard to put it up there because it kind of acts a little bit weird. So to get it up above that, we need to, of course, go in and we need to put a roof on it, and we're going to use that concrete kit. Now, the concrete kit is my favorite kit. The reason why it's my favorite kit is the great universal kit. It's very easy to try to get it to work. Sometimes it's a little bit feisty, like most kits in here, like right there. Notice how that ceiling's not working. It's usually not working because of the wire. The wire is the thing that typically kind of blocks it from functioning. Now, we can also just go in and say, you know what, we're going to go ahead and start it over here and then see if it tries to lock over here. Now, depending on how it's offset, right, like if it's offset in, offset out, how the actual thing is offset is going to affect how that ceiling is going to go. So in this case, the ceiling does not want to go there because it's kind of offset in. So instead of it being like this, it's more like that, right? So it's going to be hard to put the ceiling there. So let's go ahead and see if we can just put ourselves like a floor up there or something like that. I can't do that either. Okay, we got a bit of a problem there. How can we get that to go? Well, I find it's just easy just to kind of find another place to put it, right? Like maybe over here we could snap something or wherever. Maybe we can go ahead and just put a roof over here in the corner. And there we go. See, just find an alternate place for stuff, right? And of course, we could go in, we could fix that, we could fool around with it and try to make it work. But I find just working around it works great. Now, again, the whole purpose of this is so that I can turn this on and off from wherever I am. And I like to have all of my power and whatnot up above like this. And we're going to go ahead and store that in the workbench. And we're going to run the power first to the toggle, and then from the toggle to the door. Now, what that does is allows me to go ahead and shoot this.
What are you shooting at?
And the door's open. Cool, huh? Pretty cool. Now, of course, I want to have a secondary one so I can open the outside door. Right? I don't want to open that outside door and the inside door at the same time because stuff might escape, right? So I don't want to let a Deathclaw out to maul all my people, if you know what I mean. So I might go ahead and create a second one. And then, of course, I'd want this one to run all the way over to here, but it's not going to reach because it's obstructed. Kind of move that around over there and do something like this. And, of course, the more of these you get right next to each other, the more difficult it is to manage them. There we go. Now we got two of them, right? So if we're standing right here, we can go ahead and we can shoot that second one. And then, of course, boom, there's that second door. Nice. And we want to close the doors from no matter where we are. If we're a good shot, we can very easily close both the doors from way up above if we want. If we're standing up there spectating our epic battle that's going to ensue down here, we can, of course, open and close the doors based on what we need. And let's keep going. Now, we're just going to do a whole bunch of walls. We're going to go ahead and put a bunch of traps down. We're going to capture some Deathclaws and stuff like that. And then we'll probably move on to another settlement. And we'll come back later. And we'll watch kind of a death ensue. Right over here. Now, I did talk about you guys whether we want to play some No Man's Sky on Wednesday. So I might do some No Man's Sky on Wednesday. You guys did vote for that. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to vote. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to see what I will be up to this week. I've got to work out all of my sponsor stuff as well. I do know that I'm going to be playing some Final Fantasy for the very first time. I'm going to be playing some mobile Final Fantasy. Kind of a really cool new game. Now, I have played zero Final Fantasy. So I'm going to need your guys' help for sure. I have not been able to play any of it. Another like, Kismet, what? You've never played Final Fantasy, bro? Hey, bro, I only got so much time in my life, bro. I only got so much time. All right, we got to go with a half one there. That's a bit too long. Let's go with a half one. So I've only got so much time. I've only been able to play so many games. Another great example is I have never played Link. That's right, never played Link. Never played Kingdom Hearts, anything like that. Because you know what? I was busy playing MMOs with my team. That's right. Not only am I the Wasteland Tycoon, the Overseer Kismet, as I am sometimes called. That went totally wrong. Why is that so weird? There we go. It didn't snap well. You're being so feisty. Now, see, even if you're an old hat at this, it still sometimes goes awry. You just got to watch it. You're like, wait a minute, that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. And yeah, so I'll be playing some of that, so I'm going to need your guys' help. I call it my Learn to Play series, where I play some games after my main stream, just to show you guys some new games. They are sponsored events sometimes. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes I just like, wow, this is a cool game, man. I want to play this for my community. And that's what I will do. Like, we're playing some Age of Empires the other day, one of my favorite games of all time. Getting back into it. It was the definitive edition. Man, they really upgraded the graphics and all of that. It looks fantastic. If you guys have not had a chance to check that one out, I definitely check it out from Microsoft. They redid the game, which is pretty awesome. Redid all the graphics and whatnot. Let's see if we can get this going on. We might have to go out just a little bit further, or we might have to move this support. Yeah, I'm feeling out a little bit further. A little bit further in this direction. So feisty, right? So feisty. And thanks to I Hate Imperials for the follow. I could have sworn you followed at some point, but hey, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome, welcome. I'll be looking while playing some Far Cry 5. That's another game I'd like to try, Far Cry 5. That looks super, super good. But you, again, only so many minutes in the day, but we'll get to it. We'll get around to it eventually. Right over here. There we go. There we go. And that's going to act as a blocker there, so we're going to go ahead and leave that. Actually, let's start over this way. We're going to go ahead and leave that because that will add as a bit of a blocker. Now, one of the hardest things with this game is the fact that sometimes you can't turn the snapping off. And it can be quite frustrating to get it to line up exactly how you want. Yeah, actually, I think I have it offset. There we go. A little offset ought to do her. All right. Now, notice how I'm working one direction, and then I was like, you know what? That's not going to work out how I want it to work out. So I'm going to go ahead and come back from the other direction. And look at that. Looking nice. Looking nice, but not quite what I want, right? See right there? Not quite matching up how I want it to match up. So I'm going to go ahead and use the smaller wall. Snap that in there. And then, of course, use these really awesome kind of single wall part to kind of fill in the rest of that. And we got ourselves a beautiful interior there. And let's keep going. We want to go ahead and keep going on the outside here. Now, what we're doing is we're building ourselves a gigantic fighting pit here at the drive-in. Now, rarely do I build at the drive-in. Really way late in the game do I build here. The reason why is, and this one we'll go ahead and shorten this one as well. The reason why is it's one of the greatest places in the game to recruit people, right? To recruit people for your settlement. So what I do is that's all I do here. I put down a recruiting beacon. I just recruit people, and then I send them to another location. Especially at the very beginning of the game. At the very beginning of the game, I will basically recruit everybody and send them to Sanctuary, so I get that built up. Then I will go ahead and recruit everybody and send them to Abernathy Farm, and then, of course, all the rest. I want it all. I want it now. Exactly. We got a provisioner coming through. What are you doing, provisioner? All right, if you're gonna stand there, then I'm gonna rearrange. Now, see, if I see my provisioner coming in like that, I will rearrange based on where my provisioner is, right? All right, where the provisioner's coming in, which is basically what I did right there. So we'll kind of put a little dog leg or a little L shape right here. Put that in there. Oh, we need the smaller ones. Just so that they can walk up there, be in the settlement, and then walk over there so they don't get glitched out. Now, that's a pretty good fighting arena here, so we'll go ahead and take these beds out of here. And see, one of the things that can happen, too, in your fighting arena is your settlers could be down here, right? Be down here in this particular area. Now, of course, it's probably better for me to elevate it and then build a fighting arena, because then they'll be walking more under it than on it. But we're going to do what we got to do, right? So we're going to go down here, and we're going to go to cages. Now, you can see right here, this is part of that little, this is the Wasteland Workshop here. The other one is contraptions, I can tell, because it has the death claw on it. So we're going to go ahead and basically find some stuff. We got cats. What else we got there? We don't have enough for that. Mole rats. Let's see. Let's go large cage. Let's go small cages first. So let's go mole rats. Since we got that. Mole rats. And we're going to basically just line these cages up along the side. Now, we have power way up there that we can run down, which we'll run down and then chain. So I'm going to go ahead and put these like this and kind of aim them toward the middle. Cages let you capture a variety of creatures and enemies. Cages will only work when powered. They have a chance to catch something while you sleep or even while you're away from your settlement. You will usually catch something within a week or less. Once you've caught something in your cage, you can release it whenever you want by cutting the power to the cage. The cage will also open if it's damaged. Note that keeping captured creatures and enemies will increase the chance of your settlement being attacked, which is great. I hope they attack my settlement. They'll get smoked. Note that keeping captured... Some captured creatures are always tame. Some are hostile unless you have a beta wave emitter turned on when the creature is released. Captured raiders, gunners, and super mutants are always hostile. All right, so we got a mole rat cage there, and that's all we have for. And you're like, Kismet, why can't you get the other stuff? Well, I need some raw Brahmin meat. I need some canned dog food here and whatnot. Now, I don't like to do the cats and dogs because I don't like them to die. So we will get... some other stuff here. So we got a feral ghoul here. We got a gorilla. We got a gunner cage. Free caps. Yeah, caps, guns, and ammo. So we're going to put the gunner right next to the mole rat here. And I like to aim them so they come out toward the center of the arena. Right, so we'll give them a little bit of a gap there. All right. And we got a gunner cage there, and then another gunner. What do we need there? Mole rat. Raider cage. So we'll go ahead and put the raider right there. Another raider thing that we need. And then we're going to go over here. We got a Brahmin cage. All right, well, we don't want to do Brahmins, but oh, here's the Deathclaw. Here's the Deathclaw. Let's put the Deathclaw right over here by himself so we can watch them get into some trouble. Mirelurk. Oh, let's see where we want to put the Mirelurk. Maybe on this side. And again, this is going to be my death arena here. Put them across from each other. Rad Scorpion. We need some Sting Wings. We got a Ragstag cage. We'll go ahead and stick those in right over here. If you've never seen this before, by the way, super fun to just try to get all of this stuff together and watch it battle it out. I think I'm going to put that there. And I kind of feel like since that's there, we'll kind of move this over just a little. Move this over just a little like so. All right, there we go. So we've got kind of our fighting pit going on. We can also do our people if we want. If you want your settlers to battle, you can use this. I don't like my settlers to battle. That's not my thing. We got a beta wave emitter here. What we need is we need Wasteland Whisperer. So next time we level up, we'll try to get that. And of course, we got to get Animal Friend. That's going to be pretty tough to get all of those. But what that does is they'll be non-aggressive toward my settlers, but they'll be aggressive toward each other, which is a lot of fun. And then this is the quitting time siren, so everybody can chill out, relax, and watch the battle happen. So I'll go ahead and put one of those right up here for when that's time, right there. And of course, I'll put it on one of those things, and then of course we can switch it on and off as we want. Of course, you can see there's a switch right on the front of it there, so I can turn it on when I want, or I can put it way up there and just watch from up in my skybox, watch all the crazy action down here. And of course, eventually we want to do some lighting, so if we want to do it at nighttime, we can have a nighttime battle or a daytime battle. That'd be lots of fun. But we need some more cages, and the way to get more cages, of course, is to get more of that food and stuff that we need to make this happen. So we're going to save, and we're going to go back to our metal thing. What up, dudes? Hitting F10. What up? What up? Jack coming in new here. Do you use Place Anywhere to build? No, I do not. I do not use it, though I do use some mods that do allow me to do it. Hey, kids, what are the best places to super loot? Fish packing plant. Let's see. The radio station right at the very beginning. I'm not going to tell you where they are. You have to go hunt them down. Let's see. What's another great place to loot? Oh, man, just about any major area where there are very large instances that you go into. The Insane Asylum, great place. Where else? Oh, man, there's just any and every place is a great place to super loot. If it's a big instance, right? Any big instance you go into, like some of the schools that you go into, there's lots of stuff in there. Of course, at the very beginning, I will give you one at the very beginning here. This is one of my favorite ones, is the satellite station Olivia. Because it's so close to Sanctuary when you first start. You go over there, you collect every single thing, you come back, you build yourself some water purifiers, and bam, you're on your way to be a wasteland tycoon like me. Yeah, that's what I do very, very early game, so that I can be incredibly wealthy at this point in the game, much later on. So yeah, look for those things to get it going on. All right, oh, and I put that bed away. Hold on. Let's go ahead and get the bed going on here. Now, you notice I'm not giving it power right now. We'll give it power later on. Wait for this to load. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and forward time so you guys are not looking at my settlement in the dark. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing in the dark. Kind of hard to see what's going on. So, yeah. I don't use Place Anywhere, but I have seen that mod before. If you want to see all the mods that I'm currently using, you can go ahead and check them out by going exclamation point mods in the chat. It will show you all the mods that I'm currently running. This is my first modded playthrough. That's right. I have over 2,400 hours live here on stream. I've played it in all the different modes. Normal mode, survival mode, the new survival mode in melee mode. Played a bunch of different playthroughs from scratch each and every time and have a lot of fun. What's up, later? You shouldn't be in here. You should not be in here, lady. You are going to die. I'm just saying. You are so going to die. All right, and we've got those going. So we need to jump back to our mega settlement over here at Spectacle Island. One of my favorite places, of course, to build, even without mods, which I typically don't play with mods until I've already kind of run through the game a bunch of times. I did run through not only in on the PC, but also in VR as well. which is pretty fun. If you haven't played it in VR with the HTC Vive, I strongly recommend it. Incredibly, incredibly fun. It makes you really feel like you're in the wasteland. So here we are at Spectacle Island. As you see, I got a little bit of purified water going down there. Here's my multi-story vault. You can see it's about 5 stories right now, and we're just getting it started. You can see that it is a massive, massive location. Of course, we got the Kismet kill box down there watching for any rowdies. I don't see any rowdies right now. They're not foolish enough to attack me right now, apparently. And then, of course, we'll go inside. This is my main settlement right here. There's Curie right there chilling out, doing her thing. And we want to go ahead and work on some of that food. Now, I have a lot of food in here, right? You're like, Kismet, that's not a lot of food, bro. Well, let's go look downstairs and see what I have going there. Let's go check it out here. So I'm going to go ahead and take the elevator. Now, out here, of course, we have a beautiful upstairs here that we're going to eventually build stuff on. But right now, it's providing some food over there, some potatoes. And, of course, we got a robot workbench and a little extra power armor and whatnot going on. And we're going to go down. Eventually, this will be a legendary museum in here of all the legendaries I've collected. And we're going to work our way down to the main floor, which is our production level floor. Also, we got some vendors out here and some area where they just live. They stay up in there. Over here, we got a bunch of vendors. And, of course, the massive Kismet Workshop Mega Sorter right here. Right now, it's sorting that purified water for me. It's sorting all of the other stuff, grenades, food, whatever I'm looking for right here. Look at this. Different armor, different documents being sorted. Power armor right here. And, of course, right over here, we've got that extra ammo and a bunch of extra food. So let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and grab all that stuff right out of there. Thank you very much. And that's why I've been sorting it in there all this time. To utilize it when I need it. Now, sometimes you're going to have a little bit of problem here. You're going to have some stuff drop onto the ground. Again, I don't make the game. I just play the game. Sometimes, you know, it's not quite programmed well. Now, look at all this aluminum sitting right over here. Oh, my goodness, aluminum. One of the rarest things that you can find, especially early game. But there are some fabulous, fabulous places to get aluminum. And we don't want to just laying around on the ground. We want to go ahead and grab all that sweet, sweet aluminum out of there and utilize it in the future. There we go. There we go. And I usually just go around sometimes and say, well, how the heck did that get there? Right? How did that get in that particular location? Did it go flying out of there somehow? How did it get there? Now, this particular one right here does grab aluminum out of the workbench and then, of course, runs it into here. And then right here is my armor forge. So it's going to forge armor there. Right over here, you can see that we're forging ammo. On this side, we're making guns. We're making Gatling lasers. And, of course, fusion cores over there. And we also have the ability to pull all of the resources back out of the plants using these vacuum hoppers. And they go back into the workbench using a mod called Contraptions Workshop, or Manufacturing Extended, which is part of the Contraptions Workshop, which is excellent. Now, we also have 3 of these things running right here, the recyclers. Now, the recyclers are pretty fantastic. What they do is they go ahead and grab all of this standard stuff that you do grab, like 8-ball and baby rattles and bottles and all of that other stuff, and breaks it down into its base components like leather, oil, and plastic, and then puts it back in the workbench for us. Again, using that manufacturing extended. I strongly recommend that if you are a builder like me, if you do like making contraptions and whatnot, that is a really fantastic mod. Again, you can go check out my mod list. Not only does it have the mods on there, but it has what they do, and it also has a link to every single one of them, so you can click on them, go download them on Nexus, and be good to go. Good to go. All right, so we got a whole bunch of food there, so let's go ahead. Oh, look at that, 952 purified water. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. So I'm going to go ahead and gather up all that food right there that we've been collecting all of this time toward this right here. We're going to also grab this purified water over here. And you're like, Kismet, damn. Damn, that's 1,000 purified water, brah. Oh, yeah, that's a lot. And again, that's how I make my money as the Wasteland Tycoon. Let's go ahead and run out here real quick. We'll take a peek at what's going on. Why am I getting so much purified water? All right, Dopper coming in was the best place to super loot. I talked a little bit about that. I hate Imperials coming in saying hi. Let's see. Kismet, my girlfriend, without her glasses, say you look like an anime character. Do 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 do. Well, there you go. Am I like a drama animated character? Now she's really freaking out. She goes, "What the heck? Oh my gosh, Kismet, freaking me out. I don't got my glasses on." Well, I think thanks for that. Thanks to your girlfriend for calling me an anime character. I could be an anime character, or she's been watching too much anime. I'm just saying. Maybe a little bit too much anime. Could be. Or is there such a thing as too much anime? Maybe that's the best question, right? I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. All right. So you can see I've got a bunch of purified water going out here. Now, this is how I make my money from day one, from level 1. That's right. I go in and I go very heavy in science and charisma. I am a charisma-based player because that's what makes me able to convince people to do whatever I want. It convinces them also to give me lower prices on stuff as well. Like local leader allows me to, of course, connect all my settlements together. And then, of course, up here in Caps Collector, it allows me to get better trade rates. Also, it allows me to invest in every single vendor. So all of the vendors actually have more caps. Instead of having 300 to 400, they'll have 800, 1,000, 1,500 sometimes. Very, very nice. And, of course, got to convince the ladies, right? The lady killer there. And then, of course, down here we do inspirational so that we can avoid taking damage from our companions and also damaging our companions in battle. And then I'll go very heavy in science here. Normally I try to get to at least intelligence 6. That allows me to do science 1, and that allows me to put the big water purifiers down, which lets me make that big money. Then I start to work on my strength line. I try to get all the way down here into strong back, and I call this the Wasteland Tycoon perks setup, where you then go very heavy in strong back. And why do I do that? It's one of my favorite perks in the game. The reason why, first, is going to allow you to get 25 more carry weight right here. And then it's going to be 50 more. Then it's going to, you can use your action points while you're overburdened, which is pretty awesome. Allows you to move faster, so you're not moving super, super slow there. And then, of course, my favorite thing right here about level 30, you can quick travel while overburdened. So it doesn't matter how overburdened you are as well. If you're overburdened by 5 or 100 or 10,000, you can go ahead and move from place to place with a lot of stuff on you. And then, of course, here at the highest level, you also reduces your action points whenever you're overburdened or over-encumbered, as they like to call it. I call it overburdened, and that's why you'll see a lot of stuff. Like I have a shirt that says overburdened with kids caps and all sorts of stuff, which is a lot of fun. Then when I'm done with that, I'll go very heavy into crafting. I'll go into, of course, hacking and locksmithing. And then, of course, down to get this Action Boy. That Action Boy is pretty fantastic. Gets you that going on. Also, very early game, I will go ahead and do Scrounger very early so that I got that for the whole rest of the game. Allows me to get more ammo. Same thing with Fortune Finder. Allows me to do that. Now, in Fallout 76, you will have cards that you choose from. And they did mention that the charisma line will be a line that actually makes everybody more awesome, which is perfect for me. That is exactly my style of play. Whether I was playing MMOs with my team or whether I was just playing random games, I like being the person, as the leader of my group, I like to be the person that makes everybody else more awesome. And I plan to do that in Fallout 76 for you guys. When you come into the party, I will try to boost you. I will try to give you more DPS. I will try to give you whatever I can based on my charisma setup. And then you guys can go heavy DPS. You go heavy tanking. You go heavy healing. Whatever you want to do, my job is to make you more awesome. I can't wait for that. And that's part of the perk system. You can change your perks at any time. You can swap out those cards and say, you know what, I want to go ahead and use this card, but you know what, I got the same exact card. I'll combine those two cards together. And then, of course, it will go up in strength. So you can have like 1 to 5 points on your card. So if you combine 5 cards together, it'll be a 5-point card, which of course means to be very, very high but benefit to that particular card. Which I think eventually you would want all of your cards to be level 5, right? Because you can only get to level 50 or level 60. Was it 50 or 60? I think it's 50. You can only get to level 50, and then it just is your cards after that. So it's kind of like a vertical leveling. So you get to level 50, then it's just leveling up your cards. Very much like Warframe in that way, where you build it up and then you do the next thing. So that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. There we go. Somebody got timed out for something. Sorry, bro. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, but thanks for being in the stream. Appreciate it. There we go. There we go. Oh, man. Probably disrespectful in the chat. Why did your message get deleted? Probably you were being disrespectful. Because there is some chat rules right down below there. That part I saw. So watch out. My mods are always eagle-eyed. Always eagle-eyed in the channel. You do have the opportunity to come in, hang out with a lot of epic people. A lot of amazing people hang out in my channel. But watch out, because my mods be watching you. You'll be banned. You won't be able to win the epic loot. That's right. I give away lots of epic loot. Literally hundreds of games here worth thousands of dollars. Real life loot as well. Kismet candy bars, all sorts of epic swag, t-shirts, and other fun stuff here in stream. But if you don't care about that, just go ahead and tempt my mods. They'll wipe you out. They'll wipe you off the chat, and I will miss you. I will miss you. But not for very long. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. I'm the worst channel to troll because I don't care. I don't care. Already been there, done that. I've been a graphic designer for 25 years. I've been with my wife for 25 years. 3 beautiful daughters. Had an incredible career, and then I decided, you know what? What can I do next in my life? And here I am streaming. Partner streamer right up there at the top. Wasn't easy. Took me a couple of years to get there. If you're a streamer, stay inspired. Stay inspired. Keep doing what you love to do. We're going to jump out of here. We're going to jump over to, while we're chatting here, let's jump back to Starlight Drive-In. Stay inspired. It's very, very tough at the very beginning when you're a streamer because, you know, you only got 5 or 10 people in your channel. Don't worry about how many people are in your channel. Don't worry about all that stuff. What you want to worry about is your stream getting better? Are you getting better of a streamer? If you got to talk to your bot, go for it. I used to talk to Saltbot all the time. I'd be like, hey, Saltbot, how you doing today? Thanks, everybody, for coming in, da-da-da-da-da. Because you got to think that some people just come into your channel, even if you got barely anybody in there or nobody in there, some people will come in just to see what you're doing. I do it all the time. I don't start at the top. I go way at the bottom and see what people are doing. And if it interests me, I'll hit the follow button. That's what a lot of people do. So even if you're just thinking, oh, well, there's nobody in my channel, there's somebody in your channel. There's somebody coming in. Okay, that just happened. That just happened. I accidentally hit it with a corner of my finger. I hit it with my pinky finger, and it switched all my overlays. All right, wait, now I'm back. So again, hang in there, everybody. Stay in there. I don't know. There's always some sort of stuff going on in my stream. Some mechanical failure. Okay, so now we've got some more food and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and run back down. Well, we're not running because we're overburdened, but we'll go back down here and we'll try to build some more cages. Like so. And we're going to cut through here. Oh, we can't cut through there. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We got to go up. And we got to go up. And then we got to look around. Then we got to go down. Then we got to go this way. Then we got to go around the back. Then we got to go down over here. A lot of stuff we got to do. But watch this over here because I'm right here. Watch as I can open these doors right here. Bam. Bam. Now what that's doing is to open my electric doors right here, which allows me to get into my base like this, but also keeps people trapped. You better get out of here, Sturgis. Get out of here, you crazy knucklehead. And then we're going to go ahead and close it up because we don't want Sturgis to die. And you can see we've got a bit of a fighting pit going on right here. Well, we're going to put together, we're going to build some seats for our peeps to watch this, kind of like the fighting pit in Nuka World. We're going to set it up here. All right, so we're going to go over here to the cages. We're going to go ahead and work on the medium cages. Now, of course, here we go. See, now we've got enough food, which is what you need for these cages. Of course, also steel and copper, but mostly the food is the toughest part. You got to have that unique food to do whatever you want to do, right? Cogsworth, what are you doing here, bro? Get out of here. You're going to get hurt. Now, we still out of stuff there. We got that first gunner cage. We don't have enough for the second gunner cage. Raider 1. Super Mutant, we need some Brahmin meat, which we don't got. Brahmin, Deathclaw, Mirelurk, which we got. Rad Scorpion, we don't have. Ragstag, we got. All right, we already got all of that. So we only had enough for one more thing. Let's go ahead and check those small cages. We could put cats in if we want. Dog, no. All right. So some of the stuff we don't have, like Brahmin meat and that kind of stuff, we'll go ahead and keep watching for that. And we'll keep all of our food at this location so that we can go ahead and keep our cages going. Because if you do a battle, you're going to need some more food later on to put that in there. And thank you so much. Let's see, we got Monster Hunter coming in, dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Kismet, you tell them. I'm telling them right now. I'm telling them what's up, what's up. Having some fun. Having some fun. Big Super, how you doing tonight? Look at this. We got it automated here so we go in and out of this particular part. Like so. And we go ahead and run back up here. Like so. We got our Nuka-Cola Quantum Power Armor right there, which we'll deal with. Guys didn't know you could do that, right? You can run up on that side, go around here. I know. Some of you did. Some of you knew that. Some of you are like, I knew that, Kismet. I got it under control. So we're going to go ahead and run up here into the settlement.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days.
All right, well, go ahead. What's stopping you, brother? Okay, so we need, let's go put it over here. We need a place to put stuff in the workbench up here. And that's why I kind of left this little spot open right here for a little bit of crafting. So we're going to go in and we're going to use our crafting thing here. Now, I like to have these kind of put all around the settlement. So we're going to put them around in different choice locations. And I use these very early on, too, because they take very little amount of resources. Now, I have a bunch of other stuff in here because of the mods I have in here, which are more cosmetic mods or 4K textures, that kind of stuff. I don't cheat. I don't shortcut. I don't use third-party mods. Typically, this is my first modded playthrough, and I only choose mods that enhance the game or are something that I think should have originally been in the game. I don't try to make it easy for myself. I don't give myself an unlimited amount of material. I go around, I collect all the material instead. Now, you can also see that I've got some purified water in here, and I've also got a bunch of purified water over there. That's how I make my money. I can make it from right at the very beginning of the game, whether I'm on PS4, Xbox, or PC like I'm playing on right now. I can also do it in the VR version, doesn't matter. You can actually make a massive sums of cash, not only with purified water, but also with jet. You can do it with food. You can do it a whole bunch of different ways. Because I treat my settlements like a business. Every settlement should be working, making me money. And that's how I make my money to, of course, revolutionize the entire the Commonwealth. Right? And these guys are living high in the hog right here. These guys are living good. So we're going to keep it going here. And you can see down here we've got a bit of a pit going down there. Now we need control over whether to activate that or not. Now, again, I kind of looking at it. I see Cogsworth down there. I kind of feel like that's probably a mistake to put it down at that ground level. I kind of feel, and my instincts are telling me, Kismet, you should build it up on another level. We can still see it. We can still watch it up on that second level. And when your instincts tell you to do something, it's probably a good idea to follow them. So let's go ahead and head down this way.
We all did what we had to.
Exactly.
Let's trade.
What's going on?
I want to trade a few things.
Signal interceptor plans. Let's inspect. There we go. I don't think I've ever looked at that before. I don't think I've ever looked at that before in Sturgis. That's cool. All right. So we already, of course, taken out the Institute. We played the happy ending where 3 out of 4 factions like us. So I'm not kind of liking that, right? I'm not liking that. I think I should elevate it because they're walking in the area in which it's going to battle, which means my peeps are going to get owned. Are they going to die permanently? Probably not. Could add a little bit of a factor to it, but it's telling me to build it up a little bit. So if my instincts are telling me to build it up, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build it up at a secondary level. So let's go ahead and build up here. We're going to grab this wall right here. We're going to go ahead and snap it right up there. Then we're going to go ahead and build up right here. Now, of course, it's your settlement. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to do it exactly the same as me. You can build it however you want and kind of run it around. Now, I'm going to go ahead and build it up pretty high here. We're going to go with that. We're going to go ahead and grab this cage. And let's go ahead and build it at this level. Now, of course, we want to test it out a little bit. We want to go ahead and run it around. And we'll grab all these cages. Kind of move them out of the way for right now while I'm building along this edge. And again, everybody's walking there. So if I want to make it safe for my peeps, I don't necessarily want to have it at that lower level. So let's go ahead and build it up even more. And this is going to be pretty nice. Now, also, one of the problems with building it at this lower level is the fact that I have all this purified water and stuff like that in the way. Kind of feeling like just doing it kind of half size, right? Just kind of the half area here. And we've already got a wall here to kind of defend our settlement. What I might do instead is I might take this wall out and actually extend the wall all the way down. And this kind of make it run around the entire settlement. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to try something different than what you initially intended. So we're going to go ahead and run our way all the way down the side here. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice. Now, I kind of feel like if I'm going to do that, I might as well walk that all the way out along the edge, and we'll put it all the way around the edge of the entire settlement. Now, since we're going to do that, we might as well go ahead and take this inside one out. And there's always somebody down in there. Look at that. See? There's always somebody down in there trolling me. All right. And we're still overburdened, it looked like. All right. Now, again, no matter where you are in your settlement, one of the things I like to do, of course, is just throw this cooking stove down and say, okay, why am I overburdened? I got a little bit of something that's making me overburdened. Let's see what it is. We got some mines. We could probably offload some of those. Do we got some weapons? No. What is it? Right here, we got a little bit of armor. Oh, look at all this stuff here. Look at all this stuff here. Let's go ahead and offload a lot of that. Not very heavy, but it's at least a little bit. There we go. There's all of our stuff. Our wine and whiskey all that whiskey was weighing us down. All right, so we have no reason to have this. Now, another thing that I thought is this is going to be in the way of my kind of battle arena. So I'm going to actually take this back out again because I'm already making lots of purified water elsewhere. So I don't really need that. So let's go ahead and let's help this lady out of here. Or actually, we don't even need to help her out. We're going to help her out in such a way that we just literally bump her out of there. So we're going to go ahead and use our concrete floors, but this one right here, so it avoids them from getting stuck down in there like so, because they can get stuck underneath your floor, and I don't want them to get stuck under there. So we're going to go ahead and do this. And what that's going to do, though, is going to make it where our peeps, now watch this, I tell her to go over there. She's kind of stuck, but don't worry, she'll get out of there eventually. So what we're going to do, there we go, she's out of there now. So what we can do, of course, is kind of clear all this out, like so, and make it a bit more open for our battle arena here in the center, right? And what's our largest area? Is it over on this side, or is it over kind of right here in the middle? This would be a great battle area spot because it is bigger. Right here, this whole entire area is a lot bigger. We could do one big square, or we can even round it out if we want. You know what? I think I might do that. Might round it out a bit. Now, normally, I don't suggest doing walls, especially early in the game. I'm very late in the game. At least I feel it's later in the game, where I am going to go ahead and have lots and lots of resources. Very late game, as you can see. And you're like, Kismet, man, you're just redoing everything. Yep. Redoing it all. If I get that feeling like, you know what, that's not what I want, I will redo the entire thing. I will do it all again. I will go, okay, let's do it. Let's take all that out. Let's get this out of here. Let's get that. Let's get this wall. Let's redo this. Let's take this out. And I will redo it all however I want, right? And, you know, I was feeling this last time, but I'm kind of feeling running on the edge of the settlement right now. And then we will go in and we'll build that epic battle arena. Here we go. All right. And that's looking good there. And we'll come back over here. And we'll take some of this out. We got a moo-moo hiding there. We can hear him in there. What's up, Mimi? Hanging out in that area. That's why we got that blocked off. Try to keep them from getting killed. There we go. And there we go. All right, so instead of having that interior one, I kind of feel like running along here because you know what? That's a lot harder. It's a lot harder to run it along the outside of the actual settlement itself. So we're going to find a nice spot where the edge of the settlement starts. Right here. And we're going to go ahead and look this way. And we could go ahead and elbow it, but we're going to literally just run it right here along the edge. So what's the advantage of running your walls right here along the edge as opposed to running them in the interior? Well, obviously you have more space, right, to build and whatnot. But also what it does is it allows your turrets and anything that you put on the edge there to fire outside the settlement, to fire further out if you do put those turrets up along the edge. I do find that works really, really well. Now here we've got a bit of an issue, right? We got a bit of an issue going up this incline. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you a bit on how I go in and I actually make it stepped, right? So what you do is you go ahead and put the pieces in there. You hit E, then you let go. My fingers let go. Then I'm going to hold down E, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my scroll wheel and notice how it goes up and down perfectly. It does make it a lot easier to create that kind of stair-stepped effect. Again, hit E, hold down E if you're on PC or whatever your action key is if you're on console. And then we'll go ahead and leave a little bit of gap at the bottom there. But as you can see, we are stair-stepping our way up to the top here, like so. Now, you're going to have a bit of a problem when you get attacked, is that depending on where they're at, they can, of course, fire over the top and hit your people, right? So if they're up here on the hill, we'll get up here, they can, of course, shoot over there. And they can shoot over it till right about here. Right, so if they're standing here, they can shoot over. Now, of course, in some locations, you can actually jump over the wall. Right, so you got to watch out for that as well. Now, they typically don't jump. They won't jump over a wall, typically, but watch out for that when you're building stuff, that they can, of course, fire over the side of your wall. Now, we're going to go ahead and do this, but now look how that kind of angle right there runs across. Is it going to end up perfectly? I seriously doubt it. We're going to go ahead again, hit this, hold down E, scroll that up until it looks somewhat legit. Maybe a little bit more down. There we go. And then grab this, hit E, hold E, up a little bit, down. Actually, it's kind of good where it was. And so on. And this takes a lot of finesse to kind of learn where it is. I always put it down first, and then hit E, then hold down E. And usually I do it without doing that. I do it without doing that as well. Where I can, I just kind of manually do it. I hold it down and I just move my mouse up and down to do it. But this is really the really super fine way of doing it if you want to do it fairly fast. So I'm going to do this and kind of speed this along a little bit. You guys get the idea. Let's speed along and see what's going to happen. Uh-oh, look at this. Look at this. See how the angle is now starting to go away from the edge? Right? So our angle is going to end up where it ends up running into this. And we want it to go along the edge. Well, back here, around these rocks here, say, we want to go ahead and actually turn it like so. It's going right into the rocks. I kind of don't like that, all right? Let's go a little bit further forward, like so. Then we'll go ahead and turn like this. Now, one of the cool things is it does snap to an angle, and it also snaps at quarters. So if you want it to be inset a little bit like that, you can also do that as well. And this is why I love the concrete kit. I think the concrete kit is probably the most worth it kit in the game to get the Wasteland Workshop, which is where you're going to get that. Now, of course, this is kind of now at a different angle, and we can see that it kind of goes up, and then the angle goes back, and then the angle cuts in and goes around right there. So I'm going to show you how to do a little bit more advanced building, how to control the angle of your stuff as well. So I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to kind of rotate it so I can see it from the side, and then I'm going to try to angle it out before I get kicked out of the workbench. There we go. Pretty nice. Then I'm going to come to the front, and I'm just going to kind of nudge it to the right a little bit so it kind of nudges up against that wall like that. Looking good. Let's look at our angle. Angle's looking pretty solid. Let's keep it going. Now, again, what you can do is just to make this go faster is you can go like this and just start running the wall and run the wall and then come back and work on the verticalness of the wall. But what you're really trying to do is get the walls lined up first. And you can see that's starting to go outside the settlement. Now, you do have some angled walls, if you didn't know. Here in the concrete kit, you do have some angled walls. They work very, very awkwardly and are quite often very hard to get to do what you want them to do. Right? Look how awkward that is, right? Very, very awkward, but it does do the same thing. It does snap at certain points in there like this. I know, but rotating it sometimes does help you. But I find it's more of an effort to get these angled walls to work. Like, there we go, finally. There we go. It's more of an effort to get those angled walls to do what you want it to do. Like, you'd want that to be less of an angle, right? You want it to be, like, in. Than to just use the walls themselves. Now, one of the things I'll do right here is to show you a great little tip on angling your walls. Pick up the wall with E, scroll the wall down with holding down E. So we're going to hit E, hold down E, scroll it down a little bit. Now, what that will do is that will keep it from snapping as much, right? And then so when you're angling it like this, you can very perfectly angle the wall however you want, like this, like so. So then you can, of course, create your own angle, right, like that. So now you're at a different angle than you were before. Then you can go ahead and add your next wall and so on and so forth. And just kind of do that at each kind of junction. Now, of course, that wall's pretty low, and if you hit E and you hold down E and you start to scroll wheel, watch what happens. See, it tries to snap you in there again. So watch out for that. But then, of course, when you get up above it, it stops snapping again, right? So that one's pretty nice. Again, here, this one we do want to snap and stay kind of very close. And again, doing some more advanced building today. Some kind of weird angles that we're trying to control. I think one of the hardest things in the game is to be able to control the angles of the stuff that you want to put down, because you can't turn the snapping off. So you need some techniques that you can use to avoid the pitfalls of that snapping edge. And again, notice how this is just along that edge. We could probably get away with maybe one or two of those. Now you're like, Kismet, why don't you just use the steel kit or the wood kit? Let me show you what happens if we try to do the steel kit. And I've actually spent hours doing this with the steel kit, by the way, before they had the concrete kit. And then, of course, notice one, it doesn't sink into the ground. So how do I get it to sink into the ground? Well, what I had to do was actually start from the left side here, put this down, and then work backwards so that it would actually sink into the ground, like that. Right? So you had to work backwards and do it. It is possible. I've done it before. I spent literally tens of thousands of steel putting those around the game at the very beginning, only to realize that you don't really get attacked until you're like level 15. And even then, they can get past your walls anyway. So putting walls down is fairly useless. I just do it when I'm mega building, right? Kind of an RP thing where I was like, if I was really there, what would I do? Well, I'd build a bunch of walls, right? To prevent people from getting actually into the main settlement itself. And of course, building defenses on the outside of the settlements to wipe out anybody who comes close to the settlements and tries to get in and tries to raid my settlements. It does work fantastic. There we go, a little bit off of there, but we're going to just kind of ride that edge. There we go. That one cannot go. So then we're going to grab this one. We're going to make it a little bit, let's make it higher this time just for funsies. So we go a little bit higher. There we go. Oh, not going to work. So we got to go down and then rotate. I'm kind of turning the mouse and hitting W, A, S, and D, rotating a little bit to adjust that angle. Let's see how we're looking now. Yeah, now we're looking good. Looking good. Keep it going. And again, you can always come back later and control the height of it. What you really want to do is just kind of get the wall to go the way you want it to go, right? Again, you're like, Kismet, those are really sunk, bro. Those are really sunk, man. You got to bring those up. Oh, I'm on it. I'm on it. Again, notice how we're able to control that height. That is really advanced building, is to be able to control it exactly the way you want it and have it end up at the perfect height for that particular segment of the wall, right? So it looks legit. So it doesn't look like, oh, okay, you know, well, that doesn't, it's too small or too low or it's floating or whatever. I can't stand stuff floating just like you guys. So I have to come back and fix it at some point. There we go. That's looking nice. This one right here, let's go ahead and make it a lot higher up. Like so. And you see I put some of them down, and I'll come back and tweak them a little bit later. Great way of doing this, by the way. Again, click, hit E, and then come back and hit, hold down, hit E to get it, let go, then hold down E or whatever your action key is based on your what you're playing it on. And then again, same problem here. We've got this one. We got to bring it down just a little bit and then rotate that angle to get it going around this edge. And this took me a long time to learn this, to learn that kind of finesse of walls and stuff. It took me a long time. Let me catch up on chat. Sometimes I get very focused, as you can see. Kismet, I'm enjoying having a great time watching the master of Fallout. Well, thank you, Big Super. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Gage Man says, hi, Kiz in chat. Hey, Gage Man, great to see you. Baby girl in the chat. Sup? Kismet, have you give me some better tips for Fallout Shelter My vaults keep dying off. This cannot happen. I forbid your vaults from dying. Are you playing in hard mode? That's the first thing. Are you playing in survival mode or are you playing in normal mode? I feel you. Now, I'm good at those type of games. I'm really good at, Fallout Shelter style games. So I got in Fallout Shelter and I'm the stuff. Watch me kick butt in this game. I downloaded it minute one, day one. I played it for over 1,090 plus real life days, Fallout Shelter, and I failed miserably. I was going too fast. I was getting too many people. I couldn't support my people in the vault. I got totally annihilated. And I was like, what the heck, right? And I thought it was going to be easy mode for me. And then I slowed down because slower is faster. Now, why is slower faster? Well, if you go faster, knocked over my light again. Oh, you darn light, stop it. Knocked that over. It's right by my chair. It's one of those little small lights, as you can see in my stuff, by the way. If you want to see my setup, my stream setup, you can check it out on my Discord. But yeah, so I totally failed like 4 or 5 times, which is funny because the name of my vault is Vault 45. So I went in and I said, okay, slower is faster, right? And the reason why is because you go fast, you don't have enough resources. You don't have enough resources to support your people. If you get too many people, here's one of the greatest tips. If you're struggling, if your vault is at the point where you don't have enough food, you don't have enough water, it's gone all the way down, oh my gosh, red alert, everyone's going to die, you know what you do? Send all those slackers out of your vault. Send them all out. Get them the heck out of there. Only the people who are doing production, leave those people in. Everybody else out of there. I don't care if they're doing rataways. I don't care if they're making babies, whatever it is. Bam, get those suckers out of there because you know what? They're sucking up all your resources. They don't suck up your resources when they're in the wasteland. That's right. Your people will only have to support themselves. It'll allow you to catch up on food and water. Keep those people out in the wasteland. Let them actually send them out to the wasteland and then bring them straight back and let them stand outside your vault. And they can forage for food outside the vault, food and water just outside your vault. And then when you have control over your vault again, when you have enough people to sustain the vault and you've got your food back up and your water back up and your power's nice and balanced and all of that stuff's working again, then you're good. Never extend your vault if you don't have the caps, right? Never expand it. If you don't have at least about 1,000 to 5,000 caps in your Fallout Shelter vault, do not expand it because you know what's going to happen? Your vault's going to fail. It is going to fail big time. So there is a fantastic tip for you for Fallout Shelter. Hopefully that helps you. And the next time you rule the wasteland, and maybe you'll have your vault run for 1,090 plus real life days. Still running since day one on my, I think it was my 5th vault. I think that was the one that stuck, and it has been running continuously. I still play it after stream, sometimes on stream as well. So keep those vaults going. Keep those vaults going that way, everybody. Make sure to send those people out to Wasteland if they're having trouble. Now, if you have a specific problem that you're having, let me know in the chat. I want to know, baby girl, what specifically has it going? His vows sound so different in the video. I have never watched that before. I know there's a ton of videos that I have on Fallout Shelter. If you want to check them out, like night mode, using a whole bunch of tips, how to balance your resources, a lot of that stuff. Follow that video in there. I sound very different because I had different equipment in that time. I sound very different in that. Plus, I was very much younger in that video as well. Younger and actually a lot more out of shape. I was, if you look at some of those very early videos that I have, which I'm proud of it, I was not dead, so I'm happy about that. It's funny the quality of my stream back then, and I always try to increase the quality. It's okay, if your quality of your stream's kind of low when you first start, don't spend tens of thousands of dollars on your stream. Don't do it. Don't do it in the beginning, right? You don't want to buy the biggest, baddest computer. You don't want to buy, $5,000, $10,000 worth of studio equipment and cameras and lighting. No. Don't do that. You want to get yourself a good microphone, like a Blue Yeti. Get yourself a decent camera, like I have the Logitech camera. And again, if you'd like to see my entire setup, it's down below the stream. Follow those links. If you do buy something on Amazon, it does help the stream, but I only make like 20 cents. So it doesn't matter that much to me. All I care about is that you get something that helps you on your particular stream. So don't spend lots of cash until you really, really know that this is what you want to do. Now, it did take me a while before I go, oh, you know what? This is what I want to do. But I decided on my birthday, June 23rd, that, all right, this is what I'm going to do. And have been doing it for 3 years now. 3 years, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. It's taken me a while, and I knew it would be 2 to 5 years. If you think you're just going to jump on Twitch, unless you're a pro gamer, I guess, jump on Twitch and then all of a sudden be making money and rolling in the dough or whatnot, it happens very, very rarely. Very, very rarely, just like anything in life, just like the big streamers that you see, Ninja, Dr. Disrespect, Shroud, Summit 1G, and I go on and on and on. Those people did not have instant success. Their success was not instant. They paid their dues over time. You got to think that some of them have been doing it for 5, 10, even longer amount of years, getting that going on, starting off as a young gamer, working your way up the ranks and getting to that kind of higher level on Twitch. Now, do I think I'm ever going to be at the Ninja level? Probably not, because I don't play pro games. I don't play pro games. I'm not young like he is and all of that stuff. But does that bother me? No, because I know what I want to do, right? I don't care what everybody else is doing, right? That's their thing. You got to find your thing. What's your thing? This is my thing, right? Building, hanging out with you guys, talking about real life stuff as well as in-game stuff. Just having a reason, a motivation to get out of the bed every day has helped me. You literally saved my life. Literally saved my life. I am here today because of you guys. That's right. I'm going to get all emotional if I talk about it too much. But I'm literally here for you guys because I did get very, very sick. I was bedridden about 3 years ago. Well, speaking of somebody's going to be bedridden, just broke his leg. That timing was the stuff, right? That timing was perfect. We send that to Twitch Fails for the ultimate timing. Basically, I had, like a lot of people in life, you have lots of ups and downs. And then this gave me something to say, you know what? I'm going to get out of the bed today and I'm going to make my stream better. I'm going to increase the quality of my stream, how great the sound sounds, because sound is like the worst. I don't know what it is. Sound is always some sort of something going on with my sound. But actually it's fairly stable now. Fairly stable. It's taken me a long time to try to balance that out. And I just want to, be a little beacon of inspiration for you guys. Not only in game, not only playing games, but also in your real life. If I can do it at my age, and I'm not the person I was before. You're not seeing Kismet at his best here. Because I just can't do it at the level I could do it. I was level 20, right? When I was 20, or level 20. Well, I guess it is level 20 in life, or real life level 20. But basically, I just can't work at that level anymore. I have a wife and kids, and I can't work 20 hours a day every day, which I used to do. I used to work all the time, and I loved every minute of it as a graphic designer. I was working on some amazing stuff. Amazing, amazing stuff. And now when I look back, I'm like, damn, did I have it good. I was doing what I love to do every single day, but I worked my butt to get that point. I worked my butt to get to that point. I worked my butt to get to this point. And of course, with your guys' inspiration every day, I appreciate it. I don't think that it goes unnoticed. Don't think that I don't appreciate every one of you, including all of my mods right now who are backing me up, who kind of, the sweetest thing, when I'm at TwitchCon last year, they were all just kind of hovering around me to make sure I didn't fall, because I do have vertigo, so I can fall at any moment. Just kind of looking after me. And, that's a real kind thing for them to do that they don't have to do, right? They don't have to, they don't have to be kind like that. I don't have to be kind either. I don't have to take them to TwitchCon. I could just go myself. No reason I have to take them, right? But I choose to, because that's a kind thing to do. Nobody else does it. Nobody else was there last year with their mods. No, just me. And then, of course, some people saw that I did it last year. Now they're going to do it this year. And I see one of the ambassadors there, which I think is funny. One of the ambassadors for TwitchCon said, oh, well, she raised funds to bring her mods to TwitchCon. I'm like, I'm way ahead of you. I'm way ahead of you on that. I brought mine last year, and it's like a tradition now. So I raise funds for them every year. If you do donate to the stream, I will extend the stream. You want to see some more Fallout 4 tonight? All you got to do is donate $10. I'll extend it for 10 more minutes, right? And depending on how much you donate is how much loot you get, TwitchCon loot, Kismet loot, as well as you help my mods. It's a triple win up in here. And again, you extend the stream. So let's go ahead and get this going right here. Kindness is not based on what you get back, right? I do stuff now for only the reason for me, right? For me, how it makes me help others, right? Not how it makes me feel or not how I'm going to get something back in return. I'm past that stage where I look at other people like they're a turkey dinner. And you're like, what do you mean turkey dinner, kid? What are you talking about? Well, if you ever watched those old cartoons where, and probably the most modern version of that is the Minions, right? When the other guy looks at the other guy like he's a banana, right? And he's like, banana, right? He looks at the other guy like he's a banana. So basically you're looking at other people like they're your meal ticket. What can you get out of them? You can always tell those type of people when they're around you just to see what they can get out of you, right? If they get money out of you or, use your influence or something like that to their advantage. And those people you usually find, sometimes they're very good at hiding that, by the way. So watch out for that. But people that typically are there for you, but not really there, if you know what I mean. They're just there to get something from you. They want something from you, whether it's, money or whether it's to, kind of jump on your fame or they think they're going to get something out of it in the long run. And a lot of those people, they don't stick around. They don't stick around. When you're down and out, those people don't stick around. But the people who stick around when you got no money, the people who stick around when you got nothing to give, right? When you're completely destitute, those are your real friends. And those are the people you should call on the phone right now and call them up and say, hey, I just wanted to say thanks for all the times you were there. Remember that one time my car broke down, you drove out there to sit with me while I waited for the tow truck? That happened to me in real life, by the way. That's how I knew my real friend. And he would fly right here, right now, from all the way across the other side of the country. He's still in California. He would fly here right now, questions unasked. All I have to do is say, bro, I need you right now. And he'd be like, I'm on a plane. Boom. Those are the people you need in your life. The people you can rely on. The people you can call at any time, and they will be there for you. And they are not easy to find. Because, again, a lot of people just want stuff from you. That's all they want. And they're like, oh, well, Kismet, you know what? Hey, help me become a real big streamer. Or Kismet, I want this or I want that other thing, right? I like helping people. I don't mind helping other people. But if they're just there to get something out of me, or if you're going to go try to get something out of your favorite streamer and whatnot, I don't do that. I don't look at other people like, hey, what can I get from this person, right? I don't go raid big streamers and say, hey, raid me back, right? I don't do that. That's not a great friend. Oh, let's see. E3D Kid said, Kismet, I like what you're talking about. I like what you're talking about. I'm going to go ahead and drop that. Oh, say goodbye to those bits. Let's see some love and hype in the chat. Thank you so much for that sub, love. Appreciate that. And again, those are the people you need to seek out. That's the type of friend I try to be. I don't need nothing. I don't need nobody to raid me back. I don't need nobody to give me nothing. It doesn't require that in a friendship. I like to just be a regular friend, right? Like, hey, how you doing? Are you feeling okay today? Are you having a tough time? That kind of friend is the type of friend I like to be. And those are the type of friends I like to have, right? I don't like people to come around and say, hey, Kismet, can you raid me? Can you raid me? Can you do this? Can you do that other thing? I don't mind doing it. It's when you ask that I don't do it, right? If you don't ask, I might just do it. Pambolina coming in, the wonderful, the fantastic, speaking of awesome peeps, Pambolina coming in with a sub-level 14. Holy mackerel. Whoa, those bits are now in outer space. Bye-bye. Oh, comes one. Thank you, Pambolina, for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Just play normal mode. I did not know that, Kismet. There you go, baby girl. That one tip right there about sending your people out to the wasteland when your vault starts to fail is probably my best tip. My best tip for saving your vault in an emergency, right? Send them out, recall them right away, let them stand outside the vault, recover your resources, pull them back in a little bit at a time, get your Fallout Shelter vault going again. We love you too, Kismet. Oh, well, thank you, Josie. Thank you, thank you. Now, again, I was bedridden for quite a long time, about a year. As I was going to doctors, I've seen 11 different doctors for my sleep apnea and my vertigo. I tried the CPAP machine. I have had the CT scan. I've had the MRI, all of that stuff, which is real scary because that MRI machine went off while I was in it because it lost power. It was one of the most claustrophobic moments of my life. That's where you don't want to get stuck. And I was like, I'm in Hawaii. Oh, Bob the Builder coming in. Dino Guy with the awesome placed moment there. Look at those awesome bits coming in. Thank you so much for that. 500 bit love. Thank you so much. Of course, every bit donation is going to my mods for TwitchCon. It's not part of that thing, though, because I can't track bits. I don't know how all that stuff works. It's very hard to track the real value of bits, but thank you so much for that. If you do donate over 1,000 bits, I will extend the stream for you if you want. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it greatly on behalf of my mods. Now, we got a whole bunch more concrete walls here. Let's keep building. Let me catch up here on chat as well. Let's see where we're at. El Fuzzy Nuts! Hey, I was just thinking of you the other day, El Fuzzy Nuts. You're one hell of a guy, Kismet. You're amazing. That's why I love your stream. Well, hey, right back at you, El Fuzzy Nuts. By the way, I found your thing, by the way, your thing you gave me at TwitchCon. And I was thinking about you. And if you're still in the stream, let me know, because I'm going to have a party. Putting a party together. Now, of course, still got to raise some funds up there to get that party going for my mods when we're at TwitchCon. But also, I'm going to invite some of my streamer friends over. It'll be probably after the con. I'm thinking Sunday night. I do have a sponsor that is sponsoring me for that event. So, of course, you guys can come over, have some fun. It'll be just streamer friends that I know and, of course, their mods, because I love to help out my mods and encourage other people to bring their mods as well, to show them some love, right? I mean, you know, mods are hard working behind the scenes, helping out. Of course, you know, pick the ones that work the hardest is what I say. Pick the ones that work the hardest and that support you the most and bring them. Of course, in my case, that's all of my mods. I'm very lucky in that particular way. But the ones that are always there for you, the ones that are backing you up, there's nothing better than having that one-on-one FaceTime with people, right? And then they can see who you really are, right? I mean, the person you see on stream here, this is the real me. This is me. I don't play a character. I don't play stuff up. Like when you drop lightning or if you drop 1,000 bits on me, that really scares the heck out of me. It really does. I don't play it up. I don't pretend to be something else that I'm not. I just try to be me. You know why? Because I have no time for anything else. I like who I am. I have no time. I have no effort or energy to try to pretend to be what I am not. Right? And I think there's something really freeing in that. Is that when you get to a point where you don't care what other people think. I don't wear $1,000 suits anymore or $5,000 suits. Yeah, I used to wear $5,000 suits because that's what I used to care about when I was young. I don't care about all that anymore. I don't wear suits anymore. I don't wear ties anymore. I have given them up. I might wear them, though, for TwitchCon for you guys as the Wasteland Tycoon. I'm probably going to sweat like crazy wearing it. But very rarely do I ever wear that stuff. I don't care about that materialistic stuff anymore. You know what I care about? Good friends and having some fun, relaxing, playing games, doing what I love to do. And of course, you know, you got those people in your life. You're like, you're a gamer, right? Screw those people. Screw them. Love what you love. Like the type of music you like. Don't let nobody tell you what you can like and what you can't like in your life. And that took me a long time to learn, right? It took me a long time to learn. I was always thinking, my friends are like, oh, you like that music? Right? And I'm thinking, oh, wow, am I not supposed to like this music? Am I not supposed to like some, you know, some classics or whatnot, right? A good example is this one girl who said she didn't like Tom Petty, right? She goes, oh, this music is terrible. I love Tom Petty. I love Tom Petty from a long time ago. Really excellent band, right? And she's like, oh, I don't like this guy. He sings terrible. And I'm like, I don't know who you are, but I don't want anything to do with you. I'm thinking, you know, because at first I'm thinking, well, maybe it's me, right? Maybe it's me. And then I thought, no, it's not me. This is good music. I like Tom Petty. What the heck? I'll listen whatever I want. I like me some Johnny Cash. I like me some rap music as well. I like me classical music. I like a lot of different music. I don't limit myself. Don't make your life limited. Don't limit it to whatever your friends think you should do or whatever people around you think you should like or what you don't like. That is a huge waste of your time. Huge waste of time. You only got so many minutes in your life and you only got that amount of time to enjoy what you like, right? Enjoy what you like, right? Make sure it's not something evil, though. Do something nice in the world, though. Keep it positive. Try to do stuff that's positive by other people. I try to. Why is that not rotating? Oh, there's a rock there. That's why. You're like, whoa, Kismet, how come you can remove those rocks, bro? I can remove those rocks because I'm using a thing called spring cleaning. Allows me to take them rocks out of there. All right, let's try to angle this a little bit better. The angle is starting to sweep out. Again, hit this, hold down E, scroll down a little bit so that it's not snapping. There we go. Now we got that angle. And we can kind of control that angle, nuzzle it right up against there. And I think we've got a bit of a better angle. So we're kind of angling back out. Though I think we should angle a little bit further back. Let's say right about there. Let's go ahead and angle a little bit here. Again, hold down E, scroll wheel down, rotate. Oh, there's something else blocking us. See how it's red? There's something else blocking us there. It usually means there's something blocking our ability to put it back down. Right, so when we put it down like that, it's kind of giving us a blocker. And then we'll rotate it. Yeah, see, there's something blocking it there. All right, well, we'll move it forward by 1. And we can try to figure it out, or we can just go one more up, and that's way easier. There we go. Notice how when I scrolled down that time, it was still green. That's telling me there's nothing obstructing it, and we can try to adjust that angle. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? You can come back and, you know, rework all of this. If you want to make it absolutely perfect, absolutely right up against the edge, I don't really worry about it that much. I try to get it close, and then when I come back later, I'm going to add a whole bunch of epic stuff to this as well. There we go. Thank you again, El Fuzzy Nuts. So, hey, if you want to party with us, El Fuzzy Nuts, let me know. Let me know. I'll be at TwitchCon. I don't know if you're going to be there. There we go. You should wear a Fallout-themed suit. I already am. I'm having custom cosplay done as the Wasteland Tycoon. That's right. If you don't know, if you've never seen, oh, Diamond Eye coming in with a 14 months as well. Holy mackerel. Now that is some serious, massive support. Boom. Oh, you bounced out. But thank you so much for that love. Thank you so much. Let's see some love and hype. How are we looking today? We're 3 of 5 right now. We do get to 5 subs. We'll go ahead and get on that Kismet love train. One of my favorite parts of the stream. Taking that love, amplifying, and sending it right back out again. There we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Starting to get cut there. All right. Hit this. Hold down E. Scroll up a little bit this time. Rotate a little bit. Right there. Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. And we'll come back and work on the height of those other ones here in a second. But we're just going to try to get all the way around. And I'm showing you kind of some complex building. How to do angles nice and easy. How to control the height of walls and that kind of stuff when you're doing a lot of mega building, which is what we're doing right now. We're doing some massive building. Now see this right here, this cooking stove? I keep that right there on the edge of the settlement so that I can run up there. And by the way, you can actually kind of push it a little bit out of the settlement, which is kind of cool. I put it on the edge of the settlement so when I go and I loot all of that stuff that usually happens down there, I can run up and, of course, drop it right there at the workbench on the edge of the settlement. So we'll try to kind of go around that a little bit. Again, notice how that's elevated there. It's kind of going up there. We'll go ahead and hold down, or hit E, hold down E, scroll down, and voila. There we go. This one maybe just a little. That's a lot. Oh, we get a little, or we get a lot, or we get a lot. That's all we get. All right, now right here, this is kind of tough one here. We're going to try to angle that in so it goes here. Now, we do have people coming up and down the road, so we do want to make it so that they have the ability to get into the vault and work with that as well. Oh, I'm bumping stuff over here with my other mouse. About that. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and take that out for now. And then we want to look at the road and say, okay, if our provisioners are coming in, right, we want to have them have the ability to get into the vault and then, of course, drop off any provisions and then go back out. El Fuzzy Nuts coming in with a Prime sub love. If you didn't know, you can use your Amazon Prime just like El Fuzzy Nuts did there. Oh, man, everybody's bouncing out of the cup today. Thank you so much for unlocking that first slot there. You got yourself a little baby dragon. Take good care of that baby dragon. It will grow up nice and big and strong. And one day, if you go all the way far enough, you get that. You get your wings here. And you can fly around and burn people up with your dragon. Just like on Game of Thrones. There you go. Diamond Eye coming in. Hey, everyone. What's up? What's up? So, yeah, if you want to be part of that, El Fuzzy Nuts, let me know. Let me know. I've been putting together a list of people that I'm going to invite. It'll be Sunday night because we usually get there on Thursday and then we leave on Monday. So it'll be Sunday night, which is funny because I heard from Bearded Guys Gaming, who I invited as well, that he's taken 7 of his mods, which is pretty awesome. I'd bring all the rest of my mods, but they're too wimpy. I'm looking at you, Gwen. I'm looking at you, Gwen. You should go and be with your bestie. I'm just saying. Is she even in the chat? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think she's in the chat right now. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll keep pressuring her to go. All right. So we're going to keep on going here as well. Try to get this going on. We'll get Gwen to go, won't we, Josie? We'll keep working on it. We'll keep working on it. Okay, so again, we're going to need some... He said, yeah, I think. We're going to keep on going. We're going to go ahead and put in some big doors. Now, I've shown these before, so I'm going to go ahead and just put them down. This is part of the thing with the stuff. The Wasteland Workshop, where you can go ahead and put these big, gigantic doors here, which are really the only doors in the game. I'm going to use, see that right mouse? I'm right mousing it to switch it. The only doors in the game that are wide enough for Brahmin to go through without getting stuck. Right? And I kind of like that, but I don't know, because they kind of come through right here, and they end up coming right through here, and then going into the settlement. Now, how can I make it so they can get up into the settlement? Well, we're going to need, of course, some ramps or stuff. You can try to put a roof here and try to do a roof, right? Roof ramp, which you can actually do, by the way. So that actually works, except for it doesn't sink far enough into the ground. So if we had a smaller one, right, something smaller, kind of like this, that we could go and we could put it inside there and make a little ramp, that would be awesome as well. But one of the things that is really cool, one of the mods that I have, is over here, and is called Sim Settlements. If you have not discovered it, I think it's the greatest mod in the game. Very much like Sim City, where you put your stuff down and then they build the city themselves. You can see we got residential, commercial, all that stuff. Don't worry, we'll be getting back to that. We have that built up at Sanctuary right now. And we're going to go to the plot stairs, and we're going to go ahead and use these very, very large stairs, but they're really wide, and I'm literally just going to take them and try to snap them right to the edge like that. Now look at that, how it creates this beautiful stairwell where they can kind of get up there in that corner. I really, really like that part of Sim Settlements. I like their stairs a lot. Now again, I think those stairs should have been in the original game. That would have been nice. A lot of this stuff I think should have been in the original game. I hope a lot of the stuff ends up in Fallout 76. I hope it does. So again, all you have, and by the way, Pambolina, you're invited as well, because I know you're a streamer and you're awesome as well. So you can come join us when we party at TwitchCon. We're gonna party. We're gonna have a Kismet party. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna hang out, meet some epic streamers, and chat. You know, a little after TwitchCon fun. Of course, if you guys are flying out before Sunday, you're bumming, because we're gonna be partying on Sunday night. So. Kind of after TwitchCon and whatnot. And I've invited some of my peeps. Now, whether everybody shows up or nobody shows up, well, I'm going to be hanging out with my mods, so I win no matter what. And, of course, it's also a sponsored event that I'm putting together with one of my sponsors, which is pretty awesome as well. So I'll be hanging out, eating food. You guys are welcome to come along if you're invited. If you're invited. And that's why I'm not telling you where it is. Because all of a sudden, a whole bunch of people will show up and be like, hey, Kismet, what's up, bro? Yeah. But you can see me when I'm at TwitchCon. You see me walking around. Feel free to walk on up to me and say, hey, Kismet, how you doing, bro? Don't be shy. I love to meet people at TwitchCon. I don't like them to show up at my house. I don't like them to track me down when I'm in the restroom. But if you are at TwitchCon and you see me walking around, I will try to actually see the show this year. Last year, I did not get to see the show. Pretty much just a little bit of it, and then that was it, because I was so busy running around doing a whole bunch of other stuff, as I do. Look at those big, giant doors you can open up. Look at that. Beautiful, right? Beautiful, beautiful. Looking good. Our settlement is coming along. Look at this mega settlement, everybody. Look at this. This is probably my favorite one I've ever done here, and I try to always make it better than the previous one. Have I ever built this one before? No. I have never built it like this. Have I built here before? Absolutely. But have I ever built it like this? No, because I try to improve it every single time. I try to make it different. It keeps that kind of secret sauce of playing Fallout for me. I love to change things up. I like to try something different. I learn something every single time. Let's go ahead and forward time here so we're not playing around in the dark as well. One more sub. We're going to get on that Kismet love train. Love train. Let's do it. Man, my lighting is being feisty today. Stop it. Stop it with that feisty. I keep knocking that thing over. Actually, I swapped those. Oh, speaking of, River Dog coming in like a boss mode says, let me show you how it's done. Let me show you how it's done here. Boom. Oh, with a save. With the save in the bid cup. River Dog coming in. All right, everybody, if this is the first time in my stream, or maybe you've been here a few times, but you've never seen it before, we're going to get on the Kismet Love Train now. I need your help. I need your help, because what we do is we take all that love we've been showing the stream, we take it, we amplify it, and we send it right back out onto Twitch. Let's do it. Let's get on the Kismet Love Train.
Saltbot here. It is time for the Kismet Love Train. Put the awesome person's name in chat along with your favorite emotes from your favorite streamers. They will fly all over the stream to show support for all the love.
It's that time, everybody. It's time for the Kismet Love Train. I want to see your favorite emotes from your favorite streamers right over here. It's the only time it's okay to spam my chat. Oh, there we go. We got the Kismet ones going. Get them. Get them all. Get them all. Throw them right in here. I don't care who they're from. I'm not one of those streamers who says, oh, well, you can't put someone else's emotes in my channel. Forget that stuff. I love to promote other people as well. Throw your favorite emotes. Let me see some new ones. I want to see some new ones you might have gotten lately. Throw them in that chat. Show them off. They'll fly all over the stream like that. Ha! Look at this one. Look at that one. Good one. Good one. Good one. Keep it going, by the way. If you throw some love in the chat, you know what you do. You'll throw some more love in the chat. That's right. Let's go. Let's get on that Kismet Love Train. One of my favorite parts of the night. Showing that love. Let's go. Oh, I see a gap way over here. I see a gap we got to get over there. We got to fix that. Look at that right there. There's a gap going on. Let's go ahead and get in there. Feel free to chair dance. Oh, man, I'm feeling like this is going to be an excellent stream. I think this is going to be the best stream ever. This is going to be the best one I've ever done. Right now. Thanks to you guys. Let's go. Let's go. And thank you to James Wynn coming in with us 95 bits. As well as Xcron coming in with a host. Thank you so much for that host as well. Dynageikos earlier with the 500 bits. Rigbo coming in with a host. E30 Kid as well right up here. Make sure to show all these people some love. Riverdog, El Fuzzy Nuts, Diamond Eye, Pambolina, E30 Kid. We got James as well. We got Black Hawk Logic and Der Donator. Oh, awesome subs coming in the last few days. Thank you so much for all that love coming on up in here. And again, Baby Girl coming in with a host. Crazy coming in with a host as well. Man, all that host love. All right, now we got some room. We got some room in the settlement here. Look at that. That is pretty epic. Pretty epic sauce. I'm thinking right here. Right here, everybody. Now let's go ahead and start with some vault-tec supports. Oh, man. We're going to play some Fallout 4. Then we're going to play some 7 Days to Die. Oh, it's going to be a fun night. I can feel it already. I can feel it going on up in here. What to do? What to do? I say we walk this. We're going to walk it. We're going to go for walkies. Let's do it. Let's put these back in here. I got an idea. I got an ideas, and we're going to utilize it. Let's do it. Get those back in there. All right. What an epic love train, everybody. Way to crush it. Way to absolutely crush it right over here. Look at all these epic people crushing it over here. Of course, hope you guys like my cool 3D animation. Look at my little dragon over there. Look at my little dragon. I say we get back to it. And thanks again, everybody, for that massive support here on the stream. Every single sub means something to me. Every single person comes in, keeps this stream going. These are the people that keep it going. These are the people that keep the lights on right here. All right, everybody, let's get into it. Now, what we're going to do is use the vault-tec kit here, and we're going to do some supports. I love the vault-tec kit supports because they do work pretty awesome. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just try to snap these supports together with the current ones that are already here. And what I do what I call walking. Now, you can walk a piece into position even if you have stuff in the way, right? So you just kind of walk it like this, rotate it around, see if you can get it to go. Now, one of the things that I find in the vault-tec kit is you kind of have to alternate sometimes. You got to go like this one and the other one to try to get them to go, right? So you go big one, big one, and then small one, and then big one, and so on and so forth. And you see I'm just kind of leapfrogging them a little bit, right? Now, I kind of probably want it, that's feeling good right there. I like that there. And then again, we'll leapfrog this, and then we'll do another small one, because eventually I want this small one to be maybe one more over. So we're actually going to have to do it twice. So we're going to have to do this one, but then it's like in the wrong position, right? It's like backwards. So, of course, you're going to end up wasting a little bit more resources, but that's okay, because we can go ahead and take this out and do this to snap it to this one, and then move this one and snap it kind of in reverse, right? So I didn't really need to make that small one, but that's okay. I'll use it later on the far side. So there we go. So what we're trying to do is build a big battle arena where we're going to battle out death claws and all that stuff. Gunners versus death claws. It's going to be pretty epic. I always love watching raiders and gunners get owned by death claws. So we're going to build that out, and we're going to charge money. Because you know what? I try to make the dollar bills up here in this game. Call me the Wasteland Tycoon for nothing. Don't call me for nothing. But by the way, El Fuzzy Nuts, yeah, I'm trying to get my cosplay done. It's taken forever, though. It's literally, I've been waiting for it for, I don't know, 3-4 months now that they've been working on it. I'm having it commissioned by a professional cosplayer, by the way, because I am nowhere close to professional cosplayer. I have never cosplayed before. I love the artistry of cosplay. Same thing with tattoos. I love the artistry of tattoos. I love the artistry of cosplay. But I don't know how to sew, and my wife don't want to make it. And she really knows how to sew. She's like a master quilter. I tell you, she is insane on her skills for sewing and for quilting and all of that stuff. Me, not so much. I have actually taken a quilting class with her. I spent most of my time undoing everything that I was doing. Some of you quilters or sewers know what I mean by using the ripping tool, right, where you rip the thread right back out again. That's pretty much how I spent most of the class. So I don't have skills on that, but I can make it in the computer and then press a button, and then it does it for me. That I've got those skills. That does work fairly good for me. Like doing embroidery and stuff like that, and you're like, Kismet, embroidery, isn't that for girls? Isn't embroidery for girls and whatnot? No way, bro. No way. You know what? Don't let anybody tell you what you can like, whether it's like a male or a female thing. You know what? All that stuff is equal opportunity. If you like it, don't let nobody tear you down for what you love to do. I don't care what you do. I don't care what it is. I don't care if people are like, oh, well, you don't like that, blah, blah, blah. Screw them. Screw them. If you like it, if you like Star Trek, if you like Star Wars The Old Republic, that's an amazing game, by the way. If you like the regular Star Wars, if you like anything like that, sci-fi, if you like fantasy, if you like all of that, if you like doing cosplay, if you like going out LARPing and doing whatever you want to do, you know what? Screw all those people who tell you that you can't be who you are. Because that's the person you're going to be anyway. You're always going to be you, and you want to do what you love to do every day, and don't let nobody bring you down. Don't let nobody bring you down. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what country you're from, what you look like, what color your skin is. I don't care how tall you are, how skinny you are, whether you're male or female. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Do what you love to do every day, because you only get so many minutes. I'm living proof, bro. I could be dead right now. I could be dead right now. Every night I go to sleep, I stop breathing. This could be the night. Tomorrow, my wife may come on and say, you know what? Kismet bit the dust. By the way, somebody I know who's my age just passed away of a heart attack a couple days ago. I mean, that's some sobering stuff, bro. That's some sobering stuff to know that at any moment, this could be game over. So you think I'm going to waste my time worrying about what all these little naysayers tell me to do? Hey, Kismet, you need to do this, or this is impossible, or this can't be done, or you shouldn't like that type of music, you shouldn't like LARPing, and you shouldn't like cosplay, or whatever. You know what? I should like whatever the hell I like, and I'm going to continue to do so. And I suggest you guys do the same. Of course, it's your life. They're your life decisions. Be careful. Watch out for the crazy ones. And keep doing what you love to do. That's what I try to do in my chat. I try to inspire. Not much, man, says Iridium Spork. What's up? Love that name. Thanks for hanging out. We got Top Atlas coming in, showing the love in the chat. Hey, Top Atlas, always great to see you, buddy. Always great to see ya. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the stream. If you missed it, we just did the Kismet Love Train. One of my favorite things to do. Oh, speaking of, Top Atlas with another amazing support tonight. 14 months. Holy mackerel. Look at that. He's got his wings. Boom. Oh, hasta la later to all of those bits. Oh, there's one coming back. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, wait. It's already on fire. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Let me just set it on fire again for you guys. Ready? Hold on. Let me get rid of it first. There we go. We'll blow that out. And we'll bring back the dragon. Let's do it. Come on, let's set it on fire.
Dracarys.
There we go. That's how you get her done right over there. Who else has got dragon fire in their stream? Only me. Only me. I've got dragon fire. I even got a stealth boy. And they're like, nah, Kismet, nobody's got a stealth boy. What are you talking about, stealth boy? Nobody has one of those. That's crazy talk. And that would be really awesome if I had a stealth boy, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be cool if I could just go stealth boy at some point? Hopefully I add one of those eventually to the stream. All right, let's keep going. By the way, always check your batteries of your stealth boy before you activate it, because you might stealth and then not be able to unstealth. Just a little stealth boy tip for you. All right, let's get to building here. Let's build ourselves an epic arena. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. So first thing we're going to do is go ahead and try to get this to snap right up here. We're going to go ahead and use the supports as the actual floor. And we're going to go ahead and do something like this. We're going to go ahead and check our walls before we get too far. And just kind of see if this wall will go up here. And just kind of snap. Snappity snap. Oh, baby. Come on. There we go. Look at that. Nice. Perfecto. Fantastico. All right, so we're going to build our battle arena up a level. I wasn't feeling that other one. If you're not feeling it, don't keep building it. Don't keep building it if you're not feeling it, because you'll get that done and you're like, dang, I just wasted like an hour of my time, and it's not what I want, right? And that's why I don't build understructure first. I always build the stuff up above first and then come back to it later. So let's go ahead and keep going here. And actually, I want to kind of extend this out a little bit. And we're going to make a massive battle arena here at the drive-in. Man, having lots of fun. How are we looking on time today? Looking on time? We're looking good. We're looking good. Now, again, if you want to go ahead and extend the stream on behalf of my mods, I am totally selling out. That's right. If you do donate toward my mods to get them to TwitchCon, I will send you real-life TwitchCon loot. That's right. My mods will go around TwitchCon, collect you a bunch of loot, and send it out to you. As well as I'll send you a bunch of Kismet loot, Kismet candy bars and whatnot. As well, on top of that, if you get up to the higher tiers, we'll actually take a Wasteland Tycoon t-shirt for you and walk around and have it signed by your favorite streamers, if we can find them, or just random streamers that we find, like El Fuzzy Nuts and other people, if they're into it. If they're not into it, well, then they don't have to sign it. They don't want to. But we'll go around. We'll try to find your favorite to have them sign stuff for you. We'll see how it goes. And again, I'm going to have 5 of my mods there if we can get those funds raised right up there. And again, we have exactly 74 days. So I will stream as long as you want. You're like, Kismet, bro, I want to see some more epic building. I want to see some more epic Fallout action. If you want to see that, that's how you can extend the stream. I will keep going. I will go all night long. I'll go 12 hours if you want. I'll go all night. 12 hours. That's right. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight. Let's get a mega stream going. You guys up for that? You guys up for a mega stream? Well, that's the way to do it. That's the way to create a mega stream right up in here. Bam. Let's do it. Now, of course, there's other ways to help out in the stream as well for free. You can host the channel /host Kismet in your particular channel itself. Let's go ahead and just put that right up there. There we go. You just go into your channel. You go /host. You got to go into your personal chat by using that kind of pop down in that upper right-hand corner there. You go ahead and click that, go to my channel, and say new channel or new window. It'll put in another window, so you still got me. Go in there, go into your chat /host Kismet. You get a bunch of Kiss Caps for free. And you're like, what's the big deal? Why do I want Kiss Caps? Because you want to win free loot. That's right. I have a bunch of epic sponsors for TwitchCon and also this week. That if you got those Kiss Caps, it's going to give you an advantage to win those contests and giveaways. That's why I like to reward people who are in my channel all the time, who hang out. If you're just chilling in the channel, by the way, you're earning them as well. And, of course, you're a subscriber. Oh, Spectacle Island, we got to go help. Or really just watch them all die. As well as... oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. What's up? What's up with that? Look at that. Look at that, how it's at a different angle. Hold on. There's something weird going on there. You see that? How those are at a different angle? We got to go check this out, everybody. We got to go check this out. Oh, it's because it's cascading down at an angle because I went off of this side one right here. Interesting. Interesting. But that's okay. You saw I fixed it by simply picking it up and grabbing it and snapping it, which, of course, is going to sink it further down. Now, of course, it's better to do that from the bottom here, because if you do it from the top, it's going to think you want to put it up to that next level. There we go. So, yeah, this isn't perfectly flat. Interesting. It is now, but it wasn't before. There we go. And, of course, we're building a gigantic battle arena. Oh, yeah. Now, this is the stuff here, everybody. This is how you build a battle arena right here. You get the big stuff over here. We got a Ragstad cage. Let's put one this way. I say we just put them so they're going toward the middle, right? And then we'll put like some seating right here, and we'll put some seating on that side. That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. 48-hour stream? I don't know if I can go that long. I can go up to about 12 hours, and then I won't be here for the next stream. Though I do have to have my internet worked on tomorrow, so I don't know. I might go today and then all day Monday, and you never know. You never know. Thank you so much to Loot Lizard. I love the name, bro. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you being here in the stream. Let's show them some love in the chat, or her some love. Could be either. I don't mean to be gender biased. Sometimes I just assume it's a dude. But if you're not a dude, don't say anything in chat, or people will be awkward. No, you can let us know either way, or not say anything. It's up to you. It's up to you. I feel bad for a lot of the lady streamers because dudes are not very smart. They're not very smart. Being rude and obnoxious and doing stuff of a sexual nature, as in talking of stuff of a sexual nature, is not a great way to talk to a woman. I'm telling you, it's not. Unless they're into that kind of weird sense of humor. You know what? Treat them with respect. Talk to them with respect. They got real life feelings. I know. Crazy, huh? Crazy to some of you guys out there. They have real life feelings and thoughts and emotions that you might want to address before you get too crazy, right? You go into a streamer's thing, you don't want to be being sexual and being obnoxious and being rude to them. They are a person. Treat them with respect. You're never going to get anywhere with the ladies, especially in real life, if you're going to treat them with disrespect. Treat them with respect every single time. And you're like, Kismet, how would you know? How would you know, bro? How many ladies have you been with? Well, I've been with one for 25 years, so I must know something. Just saying. And my wife is a strong woman, too. She don't mess around. When you're with a strong woman, you'll know the difference, right? You got the girlfriend who is just absolutely enthralled with you. She is like obsessed with you. She wants to be around you every single second. And then you got the strong woman. You got the strong woman that's like, you know what? I got my life. You got your life. I got my stuff I got going on. You got your stuff going on. And then, you know what? We got our stuff going on, right? My wife, very strong woman. She don't take no smack from nobody, especially from me, which is what I love about her, she don't take no nothing. And she's not the type of person that has to know exactly where I am every single second. That kind of smothers you with excessive amount of love, though that is nice. I've had that before in past girlfriends, but it does get tough because their identity is wrapped up in your identity, right? A strong woman, you got to man it up. You got to change those diapers. You got to take care of those kids. You got to make that money and bring home the bacon. My wife didn't have to work for 10 years, bro, taking care of my kids. Not that that isn't work. That's some serious, crazy work, I tell you. Every time my kids have a meltdown, I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you do this? How do you handle this every day with the kids breaking stuff and knocking stuff over and spilling the milk and crying and whining and changing the diapers and all of that? You got to step it up. You got to step it up because the ladies are looking for a strong man out there. They're looking for a strong man who isn't going to screw them over, who isn't going to treat them like a thing, right? And I never even thought of doing that. I never even noticed that. And a good friend of mine, who I hadn't seen in a while, used to treat women like that. He would treat women, or maybe he still does. I don't know. I don't talk to him very much. I don't like people who do that. I don't hang around people that do that. Treat them like they're a possession, like something that you gain, right? Like not like they don't have their own thoughts and feelings. I was like, really weird. I don't know that mentality. That seems very odd to me. I think that's very, very odd. So if you haven't learned that lesson yet in your life, that women have thoughts and feelings and emotions of their own, I suggest not to treat them like a thing, but like an actual individual and a person. That's my suggestion. That's my suggestion. Of course, it's your life. You can do it however you want. They're your choices. Make them good ones. Make them good ones. Now, I get that question all the time on the stream. Kismet, tell us a little bit of how you get the ladies. It's not very hard. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you're overweight. It doesn't matter if you're short or tall or whatever. You know what? If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Now, don't be a crazy stalker is the first thing you got to watch out for, because ladies don't like that. They don't like the crazy stalker. They don't like the guy who is so and crazily infatuated with them that they go make them uncomfortable, right? Don't make the ladies uncomfortable. Here's what you do. Super easy. Now, you may be afraid. If you're younger, you may be afraid. And I learned this very early on. If you're younger, you're afraid that you're going to get embarrassed, right? Don't worry about embarrassment. You're going to get embarrassed a lot of times in your life. Absolutely. It's going to happen whether you try to avoid it or not. So you go up to the lady and she says, nope, sorry, I'm not interested. And you're going to feel bad. There's nothing like that. It hurts bad. But you just leveled up. That's right. Now you're going to feel a little bit more comfortable asking those ladies out. And if that one doesn't go out with you now, maybe she'll go out with you one day, but don't get obsessed. You know what you do? You ask somebody else out. And you just go up to them. You just go up to them like you talk to a friend of yours, and you say, hey, whatever their name is, right? Sarah. Say, hey, Sarah, I think you're wonderful. Would you like to go out on Friday? 8 o'clock, sound good? And she'll say yes or no. Either way. But if she says yes, boom, there you go. You leveled up again. Now you got yourself a date on Friday. Get the heck out of there, bro. Don't text her 500 times. Don't call her 500 times on the phone. Don't be a crazy stalker. Don't make her feel uncomfortable, right? Say, okay, I'll talk to you on Friday. Hey, if it's Monday, call her on Wednesday. Say, how you doing? Oh, let's talk a little bit, right? That's okay. But don't be a crazy stalker. Make sure that she feels comfortable, right? And it may not happen. It may not be the one. It may not be the one for you, right? And that's really difficult. I've been with some ladies that I had to say, sorry, you know, it's not, there's nothing there. I don't feel anything, right? Some of them are a little crazy, right? You might go a few of those guys and girls, because there's some crazy dudes out there too, and ladies. But my advice is do that. And then on Friday, show up early, 5-10 minutes early, not an hour early, but 5-10 minutes early. Sit out in the car and wait. And then when it's time, at 8:01, just to, you know, be a rebel, show up a minute late. Walk up to the door, say, hey, how you doing? You look fantastic. Make sure to compliment her. But be truthful, right? Don't just compliment somebody for no reason. Make sure you have a reason. And, you know, make sure it's coming from inside, right? Don't try to be this other person, this suave other person or whatever. I found that does not work. It doesn't work in the long run, right? If you're building up a relationship with someone, the first thing they got to do is trust that you're telling them the truth. And I find, sorry, ladies, that the ladies fall for that. They fall for that, and so do the guys, by the way. The guys fall for it too. They fall for that fakeness. They fall for a guy coming in and he's pretending to be something he's not, and they fall for that. But then at some point, their BS meter kicks in, and they go, aha! This guy is full of crap, right? He's a total BS artist, right? And that's when they got you, guys. That's when they got you. So don't BS the ladies. Just be honest, right? You don't want to build a relationship on being dishonest. My wife is number one to me. She's the most important thing in my life. There is nothing more important. Money, things, even my kids, my extended family, nobody is more important than my wife. Your spouse should always be number one. She puts me as number one. I put her as number one. All that other stuff works itself out in time anyway. It works itself out. So that's my advice. Again, that's just my advice. You can do whatever you want. It's your life. All your decisions are on you. All right. So that's a little bit of talking why I was building. Now you guys see what I built there? Pretty cool, huh? We built ourselves a little bit of a death match right here. Look at this. These are all going to come out and battle right there in the middle. Pretty awesome. Thanks, everybody, for dropping the Dragon Hammer. Let's see. Steinfeld, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome. Welcome. Party! Woohoo! It's Kismet. Yes, welcome, welcome. I'm welcome. Don't be creepy, guys. Don't talk. If you just met somebody, great example, if you just met a lady and you're talking with her, don't mention anything sexual. Don't make innuendos. Don't do any of that stuff. It makes them uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. Remember, when you're making the lady uncomfortable, she thinks you're creepy. Don't do that. Don't do that. See, now I'm at the age right now, because most guys, what they do is when they look at ladies, they think of only one thing. I don't need to mention what it is, but you know what they're thinking. You know what they're thinking. You got to get out of that mindset. You got to get out of that mindset like, who is this person? Do you like her laugh? You look in her eyes. That's where the real sexy is. When you look deep into a woman's eyes, you can like kind of peer into their soul, right? Peer into their soul, see what kind of person they are. Are you kind of connected? So most of the time, people have to be like the same. If she's into Star Trek cosplay, you're into Star Trek cosplay. Well, hey, you got something in common, right? But she may be complete opposite of you. She may be a normie, right? Never played games, not into sci-fi, not into all of that stuff. But you are, and you're just being you. You're being who you are, the authentic you, right? And she may like you for that. She may like you. And if she does like you, well, bam, there's a keeper right there. There's a keeper right there who likes you, even though you have tons of flaws. And everybody has flaws. Don't let nobody fool you. Everybody has beautiful, perfect imperfections. Everybody does. I do. All the time. I fall down all the time. I goof. I put my foot in my mouth a lot. I talk and say dumb stuff. I'm very, not very comfortable always being social with people. I don't like going out and partying and doing all that stuff at my age. It just seems creepy to me if you're still doing that at nearly 50 years old, right? If you're out at the river and you're hanging out with all the young girls with their tops off and running around and hey, I'm an artist. I've seen it all about 1,000,000 times. It doesn't faze me anymore. It doesn't faze me. So you know what? Make sure to not make the ladies uncomfortable. Just be sincere and be who you are, right? And if they don't like you who you are, you shouldn't be with them anyway, right? If they don't like you for you and you don't like them for them, then you shouldn't be with them anyway, because it's just going to be a train wreck. It's just going to be an absolute train wreck anyway. And it's going to be nothing but ups and downs every single day. You know, you want to have at least a little bit of emotional stability. Now, when you're young, that kind of crazy boy or crazy guy or crazy lady, that's fun when you're young. But, you know, if you're going to have a longer-term relationship, you're going to have that trust, and you're going to have whether you care if that person is living or dead, right? You got to care about that person. That's my advice from somebody who's been married and been together with my wife for 25 years. That's a little bit of advice. Again, that's just me talking while I'm building stuff. While I'm building stuff here. All right. So we're going to go ahead and build the outside of this now. We're going to build ourselves a kind of a stand here. Now I was just kind of building. Sometimes I just chat while I'm building because you guys kind of got an idea of how I built that. I don't think I need to explain that one again. I think you guys got a gist of that, how I made that happen. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and put this. Do we want to put a roof or do we want to put a floor? Because based on what we're going to put on top of it, it would either snap or not snap. I'm kind of feeling floor. Let's go with floor. Now, one of the problems with the floors when you try to put them up here is when you try to snap them, notice they don't snap. The roofs do, but the floors don't. Try to use this second level floor like this, and that does snap, right? So we need to use an upper floor, basically is what this is called, and sometimes a little touchy. There we go. We're going to use an upper floor like this to snap that in. Oh, coming up with the host. Thank you. Hand like AMF. Thanks for coming in. Lol. That's right. Everyone take notes. Exactly. Now, the funny thing is, not only have I given advice on ladies, but I've also given advice on getting a job. And I've had people come back to me, like a great example. I had one guy in here, and he's like, Kismet, you know what? I don't have a job. I've been looking for a job as a voiceover artist, and I really want to do some stuff. I love anime and all of that. And he came in the channel, and I said, you know what you do? You walk in there, and you say, I'm the one for this job. I'm the one for this job. This is what I love to do. I'm really good at it. I enjoy doing it. And you got to have that, I'm the one, right? And what you do before you tell them, you ask them what they're looking for. And if you're that person, then you got to let them know. You say, you know what? I'm the one. Don't sit back in your chair like this when you're in an interview. Don't sit back. Sit up. Don't lean against the back of the chair. Be at alert. Look them right in the eye. Say, what are you looking for? Oh, I'm looking for somebody who shows up on time, who can get their work done, who knows these particular skills, da-da-da-da-da. And you're like, how do you know that? How do you know that that's what people are looking for? Because that's what I was always looking for, because I was always the manager. I always became the manager, even over people who were my age when I was 20 years old. People who have been in the business for a lot longer than I even been alive. They might have been third generation in the business, right, in printing and publishing, and I still became their manager in my 20s. And some of them didn't like that. Some of them didn't like some 22-year-old was their boss, right? But too bad. Too bad, bro, because I love to do what I love to do, and you could see it every day when I went to work, because I'd show up early. I wouldn't be late. I wouldn't be in a negative attitude. Wouldn't be bringing my personal problems to work. And I'd show up and do my best every day. Every single day. And then they said, you know what? We got a management position. Kismet, let's go. And I'm like, all right, you got to pay me the money. They're like, here's the money, bro. Like, I had one job that I literally made salary plus overtime. And I worked like 20 hours a day. Believe me, I worked like 30 years worth of work, and I made that bank. And I spent that money and had a great time. And I put some away in my retirement. That's why I'm still alive today, because I could go to those doctors to learn how to help with my conditions. I spend it all, though. Damn, doctors cost a lot of money. They cost a lot of money. Spent all my retirement, all my wife's retirement staying alive. But I'm still alive and living. So that's more important than that money, I tell you. Being alive is the best. There we go. I had a girlfriend dump me on my birthday once. Oh my gosh, that is very insensitive. But any girl that would dump you on your birthday, or ladies, any guy that would dump you on your birthday is not worthy of you. They're not worthy of you being so insensitive that they would dump you on your birthday. Now, if you did something crazy to make it happen, well, then it's your fault. But if they just did it out of spite or something harsh like that, you best move on anyway. If someone who doesn't want to be with you, you shouldn't be with them. And I had a few people that were like that, who there was no magic there. There was no, like, nothing, right? It was just like I was with this person because I met them. They asked me out. Yeah, that's right. I've had ladies ask me out before. And since I was young, too. I don't know why. I'm not like, I consider myself okay looking, but I'm not like my brother, who is actually a real good looking guy. He's 3 years older than me. Good looking guy, 6'2", has no brain, doesn't have brain one up there. I'm sorry. He doesn't. He doesn't. He makes really bad choices. But, you know, people will ask you out, which I consider a huge flattery. Back when I was young, I go out with them and there was just nothing there, right? Or you get fixed up with them through friends or through acquaintance or whatever, and you're like, there's just nothing there, bro. Don't be with somebody where there's nothing there. Because you know what happened to me? When I first met my wife, it was like this. It was like lightning. I'm like, whoa, who is this person? I feel something different about this person than I've felt about anybody else in my life. And if it didn't happen to me, you know what? I would just think you're BSing me, right? That's the only way I know it's real. That it really does happen, because it did happen to me. It does happen out there, but you know, not for everybody. I'm sorry, I don't make that happen. If I had the power to make that happen for you, I would. But the second I saw her, a friend of mine said, "Hey, I want to go to the movies. We're going with my friend I've known forever since I was in my teens. His girlfriend met somebody on a bus, and they were going to go to a movie, but of course they don't have a car." So, of course, Kismet, who's out making the bank, driving up in the convertible, needs a ride. So I'm like, all right, let's go. So I drive up there. Boom. She's standing right there in front of the movie theaters. And, man, it was like lightning. It was like, whoa, there's something different about this person. And my friends, of course, trying to fix me up. That's what they were trying to do. And I love them for it. Because that was like the moment. The moment. And the funny thing is I'd already told them, they're like, you know what, because, you talk with your friends. And they say, oh, you got a girlfriend or whatever. And I said, nah, I'm not doing that right now. My last girlfriend was crazy. Or maybe I was crazy and she was sane. I don't know. One of us was crazy, or maybe both of us. I don't know. But what I did was I'd said, you know what, forget that. Forget the girlfriend stuff for right now. I'm going to focus on my career. I'm going to focus on what I do. And the funny thing is when you stop focusing on finding those relationships, sometimes they just appear anyway. Kind of like Kismet, right? Kind of like destiny. Kind of lends a hand there. And I find that's happened to me many times in my life. When I stop worrying about it, then it works itself out, right? And then, bam, that was it. 25 years later, still together. Still together with 3 beautiful children who were very, very good today. One of my twins today, man, it really warms your heart when that happens. I was out mowing the lawn, and I get very, very dizzy, and I get very, very, especially when it's really hot, very, very dizzy and very, very exhausted very easily because of my medical conditions. And one of my twins came up to me and says, "Daddy, you want me to help you mow the lawn?" And I was laying down because I was so overheated. And I'd only done half of the lawn. And I just left the mower out there. I left it all out there. So she came up to me and she said, "Daddy, you want help with the lawn?" Now, when your kids actually volunteer to help, it's like a miracle. It's like a miracle sent from above. It doesn't happen very often. But she came up and I said, "Well, you'd have to get your sneakers on and whatever to make sure that, you don't get hurt or whatnot." And she goes, "I'm already ready. I'm already ready." I looked up to her and she had already changed because she was in a dress earlier. And she had changed into her sneakers and she was wearing outfits that was, wouldn't get wrecked if we were mowing the lawn. And she went out there and she helped me mow the lawn. I mean, those are the moments in your life, those little bits of kindness, a little bit of kindness by just random bits of kindness that people do that you always remember. I will remember that now for the rest of my life. That she, at some moment, came in and said, hey, you know what? I see that you're not feeling well. I see that this is really tough on you. Let me help you out. If you want to be awesome to your parents and really freak them out at the same time, call your parents up for no reason. Call them up tomorrow, Monday, right? Don't call them in the middle of the night. They're sleeping. Unless they're like me, they stay up all night. But call your parents and ask them for nothing. Just call them up. Say, hey, you know what? I was just feeling like calling you up. Tell you I love you. That's all I'll call for. I don't need anything. And it will stun them. They will think about that for the next week. Why did they call? What was it on? Whatever, right? But just call up to do something nice for them. It'll make them feel great. It'll make them feel great. And, of course, it'll make you feel great, too. That, you know, you did something kind for your parents who busted their butt. You know, your parents probably spent $250,000 to $500,000 raising you. Phone bills, electric bills, buying your clothes, buying your shoes, buying your education. That's right, your taxes. Our taxes go to public education. Maybe they sent you to private school, even more money, right? They busted their butt for a lot of years, spending $250,000 to $500,000, sometimes as much as $1 million on one child. And that's not counting college and all that other stuff as well. That's how much it costs to raise a kid. You got to think it's over 18, 20 years, right? It's over a long time, right? That's a lot of money that you got to raise to keep that going for your kids. And if you've never totaled that up, some of you right now are like going, oh my God, you're right, Kismet. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money I spent on my kids. Yeah, you got to make that commitment early on because, yeah, you got to change your priorities. No more, you know, buying yourself Cadillacs and Mercedes and all of that stuff. It's more like, let me see, I got $3. Let's see if I can buy this thing for my kid, right? That kind of thing. That's how it goes as a parent, right? And you're trying to keep, you know, the mortgage paid. You're trying to keep all the lights on, all of those things, especially when you have medical conditions like me. Very, very difficult as well. I don't know. I just feel like talking today. We're having a lot of talk sessions while I'm building stuff. I don't always get up on my little pedestal like this, but sometimes I don't know. I just feel like talking. I feel like just chilling out, talking with you guys, shooting the breeze a bit. I just hope the turrets aren't going to interfere with the cage fights. That's what I was thinking, Rescure, that these turrets up here might fire down into the cage themselves. And what I can do is, of course, put the turrets down lower so that they can't do it, or I can put walls there to try to block it. But I was thinking the same thing. Now I'm trying to think, how can I do this? I don't think I've ever done kind of an arena area like this. Now, how can we do this so that we can go ahead and build up that? What do we have? They need like a stadium. They need stadium seating. Kind of like in where Kate's at, right? That kind of stadium seating where Kate is. You need something at an angle that you can put stuff on, right? Kind of like an angled roof. Hold on. Let's see. Let's try angled roof. Can you put chairs on top of an angled roof? I don't know. Never tried. I didn't think of it till right now. Let's try some experimenting here, everybody. If it doesn't work, fine. If it does work, awesome. Nope. Worth a shot. Worth a shot. All right, what else can we do? So we can kind of do that. Kind of do one level and then another level. But I would probably think, I only got so many settlers anyway. How many seats do I need? I don't need 500 seats anyway. Let's go ahead and make it where we have kind of like two groups together down here. And let's make sure that they can get past there, right? Again, we're just making some seating for our people when they're watching the death match here. Like so. Right now you're thinking, how do they get into the death match area, Kismet? Well, I put in an electric door off to the side there, which we'll work on here in a bit. We'll work on all this power in a bit. And again, I'm not getting any death claws yet because it could accidentally release and eat my face. Okay, we need to make sure that we have enough of a walkway here. I think they could get by there. We should probably put some safety stuff in. What do you think, guys? Do you think you should put some safety stuff in so they don't fall in there and die? You know, I don't want to get inspected by Inspector 12 and then, you know, my peeps die in here. So let's go into concrete. And you can barely see it, but right here at the end, there's actually some railings that you can put down to prevent them from falling to their doom. How cool is that, right? Super cool. Get those around. It kind of reminds me of a movie theater. There we go. There we go. All right. No, that's just horribly crooked. Horribly crooked. All right. Let's go ahead and try to make that a lot better. Is it going to be perfect? Probably not. But it'll be better than this craziness I've got going. Right there. I'll make this one a bit longer. And a little bit crooked. Now again, the OCD or the ADHD in me makes me want to make that perfectly straight. But we're going to deal with it. Papa Kismet, there we go. I'm dipping, dude. What's up? I've had over 30 surgeries and most before 10. Oh my gosh, my parents have spent way more than that. Oh, sorry to hear that, Cheers TV. Sorry to hear that, but that means they love you, man. If you think how much effort and time that your parents have put in to just your existence, changing your diapers, teaching you how to walk, teaching you how to eat, bringing home that food every single day, maybe going to a job they don't really like, but just grinding it out every day, bringing you that love. And that's a way of showing love right there. Now, some people have trouble with, showing love and showing love to their children, showing love to other people. Me, I've never had that problem. I'm very open when it comes to love, though I used to be a kind of person where I don't like hugging people. I don't like people touching me. Or that's kind of my thing, but I have gotten over that over the years, right? When I was young, I was like, don't touch me, don't get in my personal space, right? That's how you are when you're young. But that's really rude, really rude to other people. So I try not to be that way, though I catch myself sometimes when people get up in my personal space, who I don't know. If I know you, then I'm pretty chill, but if I don't know you, get way up in my personal space. Like, here's a great example. Don't walk up to somebody that you don't know and give them a hug. Even if you do know them, don't walk up to a lady like a TwitchCon and give them a hug. Don't do that. That's like invading their personal space and their safety at the same time. Another good example for you guys out there who may not know that kind of etiquette in life. Do not do that. I would suggest to first walk up, make sure they know you're there, say hi, and then ask them if you can give them a hug, or not hug them at all, because if they don't know you, it's a little creepy when somebody wants a hug anyway, right? Unless they're kind of that hug kind of person, you're a hug kind of person, right? That, then you kind of do it. And you're like, Kismet, what do you mean, hug kind of person? Well, some people are just naturally friendly in that way. So, there you go. All right, there we go. Now we've got our little area where they can sit and relax. No, I can't remember if there's actually like a thing for seating. Now that I think about it. Is there a thing for seating? We got Raider, we got Geo-Decorator. Is there an actual seating? I don't think there is seating. I think they just sit there at some point. All right, we're going to go ahead and put our quitting siren right here. So we can go ahead and flip that on. It's kind of in the way. There we go. So we flip this on, and that's going to say, okay, it's quitting time. And then they'll all come over here to the airplane seat and then, of course, watch the thing. Or they might go up there into our lounge area up there as well. Oh, I'm good. Thank you very much. Awesome. Awesome. Are you doing okay now? That's a great question. You decided not to build the arena at the Starlight Drive-In? Oh, no, I'm at the Starlight Drive-In. You're like, Kismet, no way is this the Starlight Drive-In. Oh, yeah. This is the Starlight Drive-In right here. Let's check it out. Check it out. Let's go over here. Let's forward time so you can see it in the daytime, as I like to do. Sometimes it's great at nighttime, only for when I'm doing lighting and what. Look at this hanging Kismet kill box. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Let's forward time so you can see the kind of overview here. So this is actually the drive-in. I didn't like it at the ground. I tried it earlier. I tried it from last time. It didn't float my boat, as you like to say. Oh my gosh, there's Aang in there. Can't stay around long. Nighttime. Thanks all. Hey, Aang. Now, Aang is one of my longest running members in the guild. He's been in the guild coming up on 16 years, Aang. 16 years. Can you believe it? 16 years in February. What's this? I hear some moo-moo action. What are you doing out there, Mr. Moo? You trying to get in? Hold on. I got you back. I got you back. Hey, put some clothes on, lady. I know what it is. People love to streak. Are you trying to get in here, Moo Moo? What are you doing? You just got stuck between the wall and the fence. He got stuck. Put that wall back in case somebody tries to get rowdy. Hey! Darn troll game. Stop that. This game is so troll sometimes when you're trying to build stuff. So here it is. Yes, this is actually the drive-in. You can see there's the original drive-in. You can see that I built a massive mega vault up there of different sections. We got a greenhouse. We got an area over there, which is their lounge. We got the hanging Kismet kill box over there, which looks awesome. I've got to put some supports there, though. And, of course, we got another hanging support up there. Kind of a defense area on top where the defenders stand. And then underneath, of course, you got the Kismet kill box if anybody gets rowdy. And believe me, they get rowdy up in here, they're going to get smoked. Going to get absolutely smoked. Now, of course, you can still fire down here at the bottom. Look at all these moo-moos under here. You crazy moo-moos. Get out from under there, you moo-moos. Now, see, they're appearing in the center of the settlement. We could fix that if we want, but they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Again, notice how my people are walking around here, so it wasn't great to put it down on the ground level. That's why I typically don't build stuff at ground level, because that's where all my people are, and let them walk around. Some people don't even like to be on the ground level. Some people like to climb up on top of stuff. Apparently, she's the cop. She's the cop of the area. All right, and again, we built a nice little area up here for my peeps to watch the action down here. Now, I think we should add some lighting to make it even cooler. So let's go ahead and put in some lighting. Now, I love one of these lights. Notifications. Oh, we're running over too? Oh my gosh, we're running way over. We're going to run a little bit over here on Fallout 4. And then we're going to play some 7 Days to Die. Let's see. Let's see right here. We're going to go ahead and just look across these lights. I think it's this one right here. I love this one right here because it really does a great job of kind of dispersing the light. So we're going to go ahead and put this right here. Put another one over. Oh, look, these guys are still in here. Let me help them out. Get out of there. Oh, there's moo-moos in the way. Am I going to have to make a door for you guys? I'm going to have to make a door for these guys. Hold on. I can see that's going to be a problem. See, when you see something like that, you're like, okay, this is going to be a problem. Oh, wait a minute. I have an even better idea. Watch this. I'll just take this out completely. Right where they spawn. And then just do this. Revamp it based on my peeps, right? Don't be afraid to revamp it based on what happens at your settlement, right? Get those people out of there so they don't spawn inside the deathmatch cage, because that's going to be bad. That's going to be bad for them. All right. And again, we're putting lights in. We put one there. We put one over there. Let's go ahead and put one, let's say, right up against here. I want to leave some space so they can walk, of course, right there. That up there. We'll go ahead and chain these. I seriously doubt it's going to reach this far. Yep. Grab that one. Put it over by this one. We'll connect this to this. Then we'll pick this up and walk as far as we can this way. Right about there. Nice. Now we can go ahead and chain that across here. By the way, you can also create redundant power where you run it down to the cage itself and whatnot. Like this. So now what also these lights are going to do, I said put it over here. What these lights are going to do is also tell me when this is on. So when I see the lights are on, I know that that these cages have power. And when I see the lights are not on, then I know that they don't have power. Again, it's giving me a kind of a redundant circuit here. Let's go ahead and tie it into there. There we go. All right, so now we have some light. We have a bunch of stuff. Now we want to run the power. Now we want to have control over the power itself. Let's run some separate power over here. Let's see. We'll probably do that on the outside. Hold on. We'll take this out, jump down, and do this. And then we'll go ahead and create a platform right here. And we'll do an upper level platform that we can shoot that will control the power of this door. Because obviously we don't want the Deathclaw getting out. Not that the Deathclaw can get out anyway, because... what the heck? There we go. Not that the Deathclaw can get out anyway because the doorway is too small, but sometimes they may just get out. There we go. There we go. We got ourselves a little bit of a landing there. And then we'll go ahead and put that stairwell there and allow us to get up and out of there. You know what? I kind of feel like we should do a double one, right? That looks cool. Looks cool, but it doesn't have any power right now, so we're going to have to get some power up in there. And we got a stairwell over here that we can utilize to do that. My nose is itching. Someone's talking about me in chat. Good night, kids. Have fun. Thank you, Aang. Thank you for being such an awesome, awesome person. being in the guild so long, showing that support of the stream. Appreciate it. Big time. Bam, 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 bam. Firing target, fire pulse. We want the toggle. And we're going to put the toggle just right up here like this. Now, sometimes you can't reach it. Sometimes you can up there. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of backtrack this power up to the main power. And I'll show you what I mean here. Let's get one of these big ones here. We're going to put it right here. No. Put this up to here. I'm going to grab this and run it way over here. Or we're going to try to run it way back here behind them. Kind of run it up overhead. And then we're going to eventually run it from this power up here. Now we have some power running right here. But we want to have control over this down here. So we don't necessarily want to just run it directly, right? We want to have control whether the power's on or off. So we've got one we can shoot there. I kind of feel like doing another one of those. Let's do another one over here, which will allow us to have control over that as well. And we'll put it right, say right there. And we're going to go ahead and run the power from up there over to there, and then run it to all these cages. And that one will control this. And then that one will control the door. So if we fall in here, we can hit that and turn the power off, which will close all the cages. As well as we can hit this if we want to get the heck out of here and run out that door. Or we can close the door by hitting that as well. So that'll give us complete control over the doorway that we need. Now you can also use two of these, by the way. One for opening and one for closing. Right? Because whatever you toggle, it'll be the opposite of whatever it is. So you can aim one way and one another way and all of that. So let's keep going. So let's get up here. We're going to need to use some temporary ladders. And again, we're going to play some 7 Days to Die here in just a bit. I'm kind of running over a bit on, but I'm having so much fun talking with you guys, just chatting and building. This kind of stuff does take time to get all the pieces in place. Well, not let me do it because the wire's in the way. Wires are in the way. Let's go over here a little bit. Get away from those wires a little bit. So feisty. Come on. There it is. There it is. All right. We're going to get way up here. We've got some power there. We've got to get that power all the way over there. Now, there's another way of doing this, by the way. I don't necessarily have to use this power, but we've already got it run. But we can actually go to the other side and just run it out the window and run it down if we want. But we're just going to run some power just for funsies. Funsies. Right here. And let's go this way. And let's see. Oh my gosh, we're out of copper again. Out of copper again. Man, you run out of copper a lot in this game. Let's go ahead and save. Save that, and we're going to run on over there. There we go. Save. And we're going to go ahead and run back to our mega settlement here. Buy some copper. See if we can finish that. At least get that turned on. Because once you have that turned on and you're off doing other stuff, when you come back at some point, it's going to have those death claws and whatnot in there. So you're off questing or doing something else, that will help you a lot. My darn light is like knocked the wrong way here. Hold on. It's always something when you're a streamer, by the way. This light can be a huge pain. Not at the right angle. There we go. It should be better. There we go. I'm always tinkering with the quality of my stream. That's just the way I am. I like to make it as awesome as possible. And I hate it when the blue screen is acting funny. There we go. There we go. That's good enough for now. All right, Sunshine Tidings. Uh-oh. And Starlight Drive-In. Oh, we get to see Starlight Drive-In in action when we go back. Let's go over here first. Let me just jump down. Let's go for it. Oh, there we go. Jumping down action. We can also get down really fast. You want to watch this? Watch this little trick. You go here. You stand right here. You pick this up. You fall down. You hit tab. It puts it right back up there again. Sometimes you fall down. Sometimes you don't. Hey, watch. Pick that up. Like that. That's because there's something underneath it, right? If I pick this up, I would fall all the way underneath the vault. So you got to watch out for that. Got to watch out for that. But there's actually stuff underneath this, so I can't go down any further there. But I can try to get the elevator here. And at least it saved me from waiting for it to come all the way up to the top. Go down here. Hit that one right there. Yeah, this is much faster with my power armor because I can just run to that open area and jump down. Alright, let's go to it. We're going to run up here. And the first thing we're going to do is check what time it is. What time is it? It is 8 p.m. So we have to go 12 hours till 8 a.m. so my vendors actually work. Right now they're standing there as a vendor. Sometimes they will work and sometimes they will not. Still with that blue screen. Still with that blue screen. The problem is I knock it over and then it messes up my light. There we go. Much nicer. Much nicer. All right. Now it's daytime. We've got some vendors. We need to go ahead and get our purified water right here. That's about 60,000 caps for the purified water.
I'm sure I have something you need.
I'm sure you do, lady.
Let's see what you have.
Here's what I've got.
Right.
All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's just go straight for that copper. Bam. Let's get all of these shipments. And then we're going to go ahead and give her some purified water. Again, check it out. Look at that. 73,000 worth right there. And you're like, Kismet, you're cheating, bro. You cheat. Nope. Anybody can do it. Anybody can be a wasteland tycoon just like me. Make a bunch of water purifiers. You make a bunch of extra water. Keep saving it up. And before you know it, you got 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 60, 70, 100,000 bottle caps you're making every few days. So you got 768 caps. Let's go ahead and grab that. 768. We'll just get close. Oh, 767. All right, that's good enough. Confirm trade. Bam. Let's get it. Good enough. And then we'll go ahead and put this right back again. Now, again, we can go out and we go buy a bunch of stuff and buy a bunch more resources. But really, that's what I need right there. So I'm going to grab it and run back. See if I can finish this up. And then we'll jump to some 7 days to die. Oh, we got a level up, too. We'll jump to some 7 days to die. My lighting is funky. Funky chicken today. That'll teach me to bump it. I spent so much time fixing that, too. So much time fixing it up and adjusting my lighting and doing all of that stuff. And it's just kind of acting weird today because I knocked it over. I knocked it over. Oh, here it comes. Got smoked! You see that, everybody? Kismet kill box for the win. They got smoked, but there's somebody still around. Because it didn't say that we finished. There's somebody hiding somewhere. Oh! Over there. Ha ha ha. You got smoked. Look at Preston standing guard like a boss. He goes, I got your back, Kismet. I got your back. That's why I like my buddy Preston. He's always got my back. Nobody else? There's got to be somebody else. Again, notice how I didn't say that you've completed it? That means there's some more peeps. You see those rockets that will annihilate this dumb guy right here trying to attack my settlements? How'd that work out for you, bro? Doesn't sound like it worked out well. Now, there is a couple sides that I have not put defenses on yet that we'll get back to, and that is on this side. So let's go ahead and run over here, see if there's anybody else who wants to get rowdy all the way to the other side of the vault. Great places to get up here onto the screen. Oh, yeah.
Think they've run off?
No, they're around somewhere. They're around somewhere, and they want to get rowdy. Now, one of the things I think is kind of a cheat is that they sometimes appear in your settlement, right? They appear inside your settlement. Somehow they got through this impenetrable wall, and they got in your settlement. Or maybe they climbed over or whatever. But they are around somewhere, and we have to find them. We got to find them. And they're down at that bottom level. So let's go. Let's go find them. Of course, the best way to find them is just to run around the outside perimeter of your base, and they will start to shoot at you. Yeah, look at this. See, it's over in this direction. Smoked them way over there. They were way off in the distance. Nice. Now again, check out the Kismet kill box up there. Garden. That's a hanging kill box. First time I've done the hanging kill box, I think. And they got smoked way over here. Where were they? Where did they go? They got annihilated wherever they went. They got annihilated way over here. Oh, there they are over there. By the moo-moos. Well, thank you, little raider. Thank you so much for my free loot. So they do love to show up and give me some free loot. So let's watch a little bit of that action. Let's go ahead and find out who else we had to help here, and then we'll come back and finish that up. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where's it at? Doesn't say. I guess the other one already finished. Yeah, the other one already finished or failed. I missed it. Well, we got the drive-in here. The drive-in obviously is styling. Annihilated him. So if you don't see that, you know that it's still going on. Hey, Professor Keenbean, what's up? I got to go practice some calculus for placement test I have tomorrow. Good night, everyone, and thanks for the advice, Kismet. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, definitely watch that school. Take good care of that school. Don't get too busy playing games or hanging out with your friends as you're not taking care of that school. That's always should be number one, because that progresses you not only in your career but as a person. You learn some new stuff, become better at what you do. Maybe you'll go on to be manager and do what you love to do for 25 years. You never know. There you go. Dang, kids, that was crazy, right? Yeah, they got smanked. Bad. Sunshine Tidings. Oh, with Sunshine Tidings. Let's go. Let's just go ahead and check it anyway. I still got that level up. I'm so bad about levels. Sometimes I have like 2, 3, 4, 5 of them in there. I forget to do it. I forget. All right. While we're teleporting here too, I'm going to try to see that camera going on. There we go. All right, here we are at Sunshine Tidings. Did they already take care of it? They probably did, because look, they got a Kismet kill box right up there. Look at all the people here. See, they're scrapping. They're collecting me materials. Listen, if they ain't got nothing to do, that's what I got them on. Oh, my brothers and the Minutemen are here. Look at this. This dude's got Minutemen combat armor. How cool is that, right? How cool is that? I want some Minutemen combat armor. That's cool. Look at this guy. Or girl. Lady. Look at this guy. This guy looks like... this guy looks like your uncle or cousin, right? That guy. That guy shows up and mooches all your pizza and beer. That guy. You can see we haven't built up much, but we got another kill box on that side. We got some people just chilling out on the roof, apparently. That's where they like to chill out. And basically, once you have those kill boxes, you're really, really well off. You can defend your settlement. All right. We want to finish that one last thing. Again, man, we're running over. Running over. We're going to get this going. Get this going on. Hey, Juno, how you doing tonight? Welcome, welcome. Kez, I came to see how it's going with you and the chat and say hi before I go to sleep. Well, welcome, Keyblade Knight. Thanks for coming in, dropping in the stream. Always great to see you. Appreciate it. Appreciate hearing the stream. Everybody say hi to Keyblade Knight in the chat and Juno. We're having some fun, obviously, doing some mega building tonight. Having lots and lots of fun. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic Sunday evening. We're going to do some fun building in here. We're doing a little pew-pew, showing you some epic hanging kill boxes. They even lighted, too. I like that part, too. Probably one of my favorite builds I've done here at the drive-in. So we got that done. We're working on our arena down here. So we got our arena. We're working on our power, running our power and whatnot. I wonder if we will survive if we jump down there. Let's give it a try. Let's see. I don't mind dying. Kamikaze! Made it. All right, there we go. That'll speed that along. I'll have to run all the way back around. Now, let's go ahead and keep working on our power here. We got distracted because of the pew-pew and the people getting shot and stuff and the thing, and we ran out of copper. So let's get back in here. Let's go ahead and try to use our more switches now that we have some copper. You'll never take me alive, copper. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this on the side here. Now, here's a little trick. Put it nice and close to the one that you want to attach, right? Little Kismet tip for you. And then attach it. And then what you want to do, actually, we'll just use another stairwell. Then just kind of move it at its maximum distance. And you know when it's at its maximum distance when it actually turns red. We'll go ahead and go up a little bit more here. We'll grab this one now, and we'll move it this way, and we'll use our scroll wheel a little bit, and you can see that when it turns red, it's at its kind of maximum distance from here, right? The cord distance is maximum. Really, really great way of kind of speeding that along when you're trying to move stuff instead of putting it down and then trying to guess where you want it to go. I don't ever guess. I just like put it down next to it and then move it later. It makes it a lot easier. Same thing when you're using the large power pylons. Best to attach it first. I'm going to attach it there. Then pick it up. Scroll wheel it. Get it over there a bit. There we go. Then we'll go ahead and use some platforms. Again, we're using kind of some scaffolding to kind of get around here since this is high up here. If you're a little afraid that you're going to die, save a lot, number one. And number two, just walk around your power armor. Walk around your power armor, you'll be fine. Okay, so there we go. So we want to go ahead and attach, this up to here. There we go. So we got that power there. We've also got power to the thing here, which is our quitting time siren, which everybody will quit what they're doing and then come over here and watch the action. Or they'll go up into there. I want to see if they actually go up into there, too. That'd be kind of cool. And then, of course, now we want to tie that power also right over here. It doesn't matter which one we tie it to, but we can tie it over there as well. Well, let's take out all this extra scaffolding here, or extra pieces that we're just using to align all of this stuff, like so. Bam. All right. And then we'll go ahead and run power from our little switch here over to here. Now, we want to have some direct power from up there all the way over to here so it can be on its own separate circuit, right? Because if we tie it to that, then it will be on that circuit, which is not what we want. We want it to be on its own individual circuit. So we're going to go ahead and get one of these wonderful thingies here, right here, the power pylon large, because it does allow you to go further. Then we're going to try to tap into that right there. Can't quite reach it from here. Can try to jump, by the way, if you've got some skills. Look at that. Did I get it? No, I was close. I like to challenge myself. I'll do this for like an hour just to see if I get it. Like, I watched Kismet jump and try to get this thing for like an hour. If I don't get it here in a few more tries, I'll obviously try it a different way. Come on, you. Oh, so touchy. The trick is you gotta get in that first few seconds. Oh, we didn't get it. We didn't get it. We lost it. It was close, though. That's what that sparking is. All right. Let's do it the easier way. Let's go ahead and take this wall out. We'll walk out. We hit tab. That wall will go back where we had it. We'll go up to a higher level, which is going to make this 1,000 times easier. We got the cool sparking effect, too. Then hit spacebar. And then bring it down to our thing. We're going to go right over here. And, of course, we got some instructions there. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and put this back here. And we'll run that power separately. By the way, these have switches on them, by the way. You can actually turn the power on and off right there. So that acts as a switch for an on and off switch as well. If you use that one, of course, this one right here is the normal one without the switch, right? So you got the one with the switch, which is the one way down here. Switch power pylon, and then you got the one over here. Now, did I put it in there for a reason? No, I'm just showing you the difference in the two power ones. Now this has power, I can tell, because it's got that red light right there on it. We'll go and walk a little bit closer so you can see. Those on mobile. You see there's a red light on right now. And if we go ahead and shoot this, boom, the door opens, right? So now we have control over that door. Now we also have control on whether this is on, right? Now I don't want to be in here when this thing turns on, so I'm going to get the heck out of here. Get the heck out of here. And then run over here. Now these little shooting things are one of my favorite things to have because they're a fun way of turning the power on and off. Close that door up again. Good. All right, let's fire this up, everybody. Bam. Now what should happen is the light should come on. And then if everything has power, this stuff should start to kick in, right? So let's go ahead and see if it has power. That one does. This one does. That one does. All right, they all have power. And what will happen over time is they will show up. Now, there's nothing in there right now, so it's not really that dangerous. But when we come back to it next time, we will have deathmatch action going on. Let me go ahead and also see if my thing is working here. Reload. Right here. And of course, the cool thing is to do it at nighttime, right? Looks like we need another light, though. Another light in there. Let's go ahead and flip this on. Quitting time, everybody. Let's see where everybody goes. I bet you they're walking right now. They're walking out of here. Let's see if we can see them. Let's back up.
Yes?
Oh, my gosh, dude. Appeared out of nowhere. Look at them. Oh, my gosh. Look at it. They're sitting there. Awesome. That was scary, though, dude. You're a little in my zone there. A little in my zone, just like popped up out of nowhere. So I can see they come by and they sit by wherever you have this thing. So they're sitting here. Now, I bet you there's some more upstairs sitting up there or sitting in some lounge area. So I'm going to go check that out. Let's go see if they're up there. We got Cogsworth here chilling out. Let's see where they went. Oh, we forgot a cage. Jet, Psycho, and Med-X. That has got to be Raider. Yep. We forgot a Raider cage. Some of you are like, Kismet, you forgot your Raider cage. I know you were thinking it. I know you were thinking. I finally saw it. Thanks for thinking it. It eventually came into my mind where I saw it sitting there and I forgot to put my Raider cage down. Put him right here. Put him right there. Go ahead and link it up. There we go. Look at them all coming up here. They're ready. They're ready for some action. Ready for some action. Again, I want to go see if they're actually, when I fit that bell, do they go sit in the other chairs or just these? No, they're coming down. Oh, they're all coming down. Get rid of this wall. Oh, see, now that makes me want to go like this. Hold on. That makes me want to get them a lot of stairwells. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and give them a stairwell right here so they don't have to walk all the way around. Way everybody doesn't have to go up the same way. Now, it's going to take a bit for it to kick in because they don't know it's there yet. But some of them that track that will eventually track that and then go up in different ways. That's looking cool. Looks like it needs a support under it, though. Maybe just kind of like a single support. We'll come back to that next time. But there we go. All right, so it's working. Everybody's chilling out. They're coming out of the vault. But again, let's go up there and see if it affects people sitting up here in this lounge area.
Huh?
Hey, what's up, everybody? What are you doing, Sheffield?
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
That's a little creepy, bro.
I just want to trade a few things.
I gave up alcohol after settling down here. Doctor said I shot my liver.
Gotta love this game sometimes. It does the most awkward stuff. Sheffield, that's awkward, bro. All right, so how can we snap him out of that? We can go into workshop mode, hit E, and then tell him to go, like, over there. And then he'll snap out of that standing up weirdness that he's doing. Now, he might actually be the security guy, right? So that's why he's kind of in an awkward thing here. And I'll kind of move this back a little bit. Oh, there he goes. He gone. There we go. He's blocking the door so people couldn't get through. So yeah, I guess it just... Yeah, look, they are.
Can't talk now.
Got work to do? What are you talking about? I said there's no work. Like your haircut. She looks like she can kick some butt. So yeah, they're kicking back up here at the lounge. I think we're going to call it right there. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a nice epic view here. Another lady sitting up here going,
Crop's
oh man.
coming in pretty good.
They are, aren't they? They're coming in pretty awesome. Let's get a beautiful shot. I say from over here. Oh, almost fell off. Almost fell off. Let's get right here and get a nice shot. Oh, look at that. Epic. Epic level vault building going on over here. I'd say a little bit this way. Nice. Nice. All right, let's save that. Let's go with that. Man, I wish Fallout 4 was more popular on Twitch. Oh, man, you should have saw when I first started doing Fallout 4. I first started doing Fallout 4 when it first came out, day one. And there were some big streamers playing it, right? And then I got hosted for 100 people. So I went from nearly, like, I don't know, 4 pages down to the top first row, right, to the top 5. Then I started having 100, 200, 500 people in my channel for a while. For a while, as it was popular when it first came out. And And of course, you know, when games have an ebb and flow, up and down, I love to watch people playing Fallout 4, 7 Days to Die, stuff like that, because I always like to learn new stuff, see what they're doing. Maybe they're doing something different than what I'm doing. That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun to do.
What I call a good day. One that ends without an
Why am I
empty
running
stomach.
back? I'm like going right into next building mode. Get back over there. Get back over there, you crazy. There we go. We'll in with our epic shot. Okay, we'll go ahead and go back into the office here. We're going to go ahead and switch over to some 7 Days to Die. Mods, if you can do me a favor, go ahead and change the game I'm on right now to 7 Days to Die. I'll let you guys try it out tonight. Let's see if it works. All right, welcome to Vault 45. You can see here I'm in my overseer's office. I know, pretty epic, right? Pretty epic. Right now we've got Top Atlas as the bit boss. We're going to go ahead and switch over to some 7 Days to Die here. I might have to extend the stream a little bit here since we ran over by about an hour there. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just add it in there. Boom, boop, like that. Because I did run over on that one. I know some of you want to watch me play 7 Days to Die. Boom, there we go. And we're going to get it going here. Thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Deathcat coming in with the host. We got Texas coming in with the host as well. We got Like coming in. I've Forgotten Goon coming in. One Lego Freak. Steinfeld. Loot Lizard. I love that name. We've also got Akim Games coming in, and Sainted Product. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome, welcome. It's time for some 7 Days to Die. Now I'm going to dazzle you guys a little bit. If you've ever played some 7 Days to Die with our mega compound, I am launching the wrong game. I am totally launching the wrong game. All right. Get out of there. I pressed one game, but it launched another. Trolling me. There we go. All right. Actually, I think I launched 2 games at once. Now, we're playing War of the Walkers here. Now, I like War of the Walkers. It is a pretty good mod, though it does reduce the amount of mobs that spawn, which I don't really like that part. But I do like the fact that you do a lot of building. It's a very great building mod. If you like building stuff, and it has like different levels of, like you can build energy efficient motorcycle. You can do all these kind of cool stuff in there. So that's what we're playing right now. We're the Walkers mod, and we have a giant, what we call a cement biome. It is really, really massive. I gotta wait for it to load here. We're gonna get into it. All right, thank you. Let me go ahead and double check that it did switch. Over here. I have that so far away over there. There we go. It did register. Wow, it registered for once, mods. It's a miracle. Miracle. Miracle up in here. There we go. 7 Days to Die. Let's do it. Fun pimps. Let's get into it. Now, again, we have our own custom server thanks to the awesome people at Nitrado. I'm going to go ahead and actually stop my recording here for just a second. If you're watching this on YouTube, watch for the next one. Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also, check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.